Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? I've got a snotty nose. I warn you now. I have a snotty nose. I'm still officially blaming it on hay fever. I definitely don't have. Look, here you go. Proof. No, we're COVID free. I do have a snotty nose. It is really unpleasant. So you've been warned. Let's do a YouTube intro, shall we? Before I get too snotty. I've just filled myself with nasal spray. Ah, oh, stupid hay fever. I need one of these injections you lot were talking about yesterday. I haven't looked into it any further. Oh, boys and girls, it is the most exciting time on the footballing calendar. Coming up, we have the second annual Coffee Cup. Can we be #Everton 2 times? It rolls off the tongue. There we go, boys and girls. There we go. Coffee Cup time. Are you excited? It is the 10th of July. It's my birthday. So this would be my 41st birthday. Jack, thank you very much for 17 months. To celebrate my 41st birthday, we're going to retain the Coffee Cup. That's the plan. If you weren't in the last stream, we've already done most of our business. Unless we sell someone, I'm just going to be hitting continue for 4 hours. That's pretty much my plan. We have absolutely no money left. We've already done a lot of business. I'm really selling this stream to you. We've already bought Juan Musso, Oliver Skip, Thierry Small, Mason Holgate, Gavi, Renan Lodi, Danny Ceballos, Pedro Gonçalves, and Thierry Randall Correa. To fund that, we have sold... we've sold Gabriel Barbosa, Zeki Celic, Alan the Spoon, Frederick Midshow, Pablo Fornals, Moise Keane and Michael Keane, the Keane brothers leaving on the same day. And João Virginia is the only other one with a 7-figure fee. And of course, home legend Eli Campbell went to Burnley as well. So it's currently about 250 million out and about 100 million in, 120 million in. Newcastle have given us over 100 million this summer, which is nice. The only other business we've currently got buzzing, Alvaro Fernandez as another goalkeeper, would be nice to bring him in. But in order to fund him, we've got to sell somebody first. So that one kind of has to sit on the back burner for now. There are players we want rid of. We would very much like to get rid of Jordan Pickford. He's going to be our backup goalkeeper at best this season. Dr. Benji's Aston Villa are currently trying to sign Mattia Perron. So if we sell him, we should be able to get Fernandez. I think we're still on 100% retained transfer revenue, which is bonkers. We also want rid of Ainsley Maitland-Niles. We don't need him anymore. With Rendell Correa coming in. We've also got Holgate and Babu. We've got plenty of right backs, and we're never going to use Maitland-Niles in midfield. We're open to offers for Luca Dean. I'm not desperate to sell him, but I'm also not entirely sure he's my starting left back for this coming season. With Renan Lodi basically displacing him in the side towards the end of last season. So if Dean goes, it's going to be for big money to Newcastle. Then we'll need to bring in another left back, and then that allows us to reinvest in other areas as well. I'm also open to offers for both either Anthony Martial or Arthur Cabral. One of the two of them can go. If we get rid of all of those players, expect a new left back and a real top level striker to come in. And then that's probably job done, money spent. That's the plan. There you go. If Pickford goes, do I still fit Europa League regulations? I mean, that feels like the concerns of a coward. You calling me a coward? So without Pickford, I mean, yeah, is the answer to that question. Yeah, because we could swap Perron for Pickford right now, and it would be fine. So yes, it does still work. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, I get my transfer business done early. I'm no lazy bear. Unlike these lazy bears, I don't know what they've already done. I feel like there's already been lots of money spent by everybody, apart from Zealand, who doesn't seem to realise there's a transfer window on. Never in the history of Football Manager has so little been accomplished in so long. I don't understand. I do not understand how he has done such a small amount of business, yet taken so long to do it. It's astounding. And then Ben has done a little bit. Looks like he was just starting to move towards the end of the window just gone. Jack, I think, also did some business early. He got Camavinga for big money. And that pretty much used up all his spensies, I think. £73 million on Camavinga right at the start of the window, 9th of June. And he's not really done much since then. So I think he's pretty much spent up. So, yeah, that is the state of play. The player he bought's probably the next Messi. Yeah, but we're probably going to play one more season of the save. 2 tops. Are we going to see this next Messi during the save? What, Nathan Wood? I don't think Nathan Wood is the next Messi. Or Phil Jones. I mean, he's signed Nathan Wood off of Middlesbrough and Phil Jones off of Phil Jones. And Hugo Lloris. I mean, I'm not having it that any of them are the next Messi. Wow. Phil Jones is already better than Messi. Well, I stand corrected then. I mean, I don't know, I feel a little bit silly now, spending all that money on Gonçalves when Phil Jones was available. How is he still old enough to be a player? I swear he was Blackburn captain when I was at primary school. I don't believe that man is younger than me. I don't believe these dates at all. I'm pretty sure. I remember doing a PE lesson and mocking Phil Jones when he was at Blackburn. And I haven't done PE since 1995. There's no way he's younger than me. You all got prices for Haaland, so you couldn't buy him. Even though he'd already had... Oh, what, Zealand? Serves him right. Silly goose. Did Kane go anywhere in the end? Oh, he went to Liverpool. Okay. Has Haaland gone anywhere? Haaland's still at Dortmund for 288 million. I take it he doesn't have his real life release clause in FM then. Eddie, thank you for the sub. Weasel Gamer, thank you for the sub as well. Shall we see what's going on at Tottenham as well? Of course, Tottenham were relegated. So should we see how they're getting on? So they've sold a few players. They've signed Carl Walker, Willie Kambwala, Gabriel Barbosa. There must be more players still on their way out. There's no way Son starts the season with them, surely. I mean, Troy Parrott and Dane Scarlett, that is a promotion-winning strike partnership in the Championship, as we know from previous saves. Forget loaning them out. If they just start Parrott and Scarlett up front together, they'll tear up the Championship, especially in a team with this kind of quality and Dele Alli creating for them. They'll get 30 goals each. There's quite a few of these on the transfer list. Again, Sessegnon, fantastic Championship player. I feel like their manager's lost his mind. Stick Sessegnon on the left, Barbosa on the right, Parrott and Scarlett in the middle. You can sell Son and Ziyech and Ali and all of them. That front four wins the Championship. Right, has the call started yet? Oh, apparently Dr. Ben can't join the save, so I might have to... Do I need to restart the game with 3 A's? Would have been a fun team to take over. Maybe I will take over Tottenham as well and just manage them for the rest of the summer while Zealand's Zealanding, then just resign before the first match. It'll give me something to do on this stream. I'll just beaver away doing a little Tottenham rebuild for the rest of the summer because Everton is done for the summer, and I have nothing else to add. Regular on as a backup for Loddy if we sell Dean. I don't really want the stink of relegation in my squad, though. That's the thing. I don't really want to get any Tottenham on my lovely Everton team. Add temporary care for Spurs manager. Now, there's an idea. I do have Skip already. That's a good point. But he's young enough. We've cleansed him. He's been brainwashed all summer to forget he was ever at Tottenham. He now talks with a Scouse accent and everything. Yeah, Liverpool, City of Liverpool, obviously, not the club. Everton, through and through, Oliver Skip. Don't like all this Spurs bashing. Well, don't get relegated then. It's easy. I mean, you knew what you were signing up for when you became editor, Chris. When have I ever missed an opportunity to bash Spurs? Maybe try to invite me on stream.
Kevin changed it.
Have I what?
Did you change the password?
There's a password?
Don't do this.
Well, I never have to use a password, so I'm not aware there is one. I certainly haven't changed one.
It was this. Unless it's... Is it not that?
I don't...
Or is it...
Genuinely, no idea. I won't have known.
Jack will know it.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Jack, what is that is that the password?
Yes.
It's not working for me. It says joining online game. You might have to restart, Kevin.
Right, let me just try and invite you first.
Working fine for me.
Oh, let me brush my hair.
He's so flustered today. He's got to brush his hair. Goodness me.
Yeah, I have. Now it looks slick. So yeah. Yes.
That's interesting. Apparently, I have no friends on Steam.
That's not interesting. That's normal.
Does this mean Jack, have you made it into the game? It doesn't look like my Steam is on the internet, which makes me wonder how you've connected.
It shows up in the thing, but it says unable to connect to the server. So we'll let you start again, Kevin.
Yeah, let me restart.
He also can't join, apparently.
I wonder if Steam is having
How
a
did
fun
Jack
evening.
get in?
Yeah, my Steam appears offline at the moment.
Sorry, stream. They couldn't hear you this whole time. Kevin was saying how great you all are, in case you were curious.
Absolutely. It's all I ever say,
He's
really.
picking you all up. So, yeah.
Right. Let's try and actually connect Steam to the internet. This would be a good start.
I can't get in either, Z. He's messed it up.
Yeah, I can't get.
The real mystery is how Jack got in. But apparently I was offline.
I have sent you all.
It says on mine that Ben is in. It says it had 3 connections. Well, it says it has 3 connections. I'm assuming that means everybody but me.
I can confirm I'm not in.
Right,
well,
I'm restarting Football Manager now.
Kev's restarting it. Well done, Kev.
You're welcome.
Late because of you.
Yeah, unbelievable. Kev.
It's not my fault. I was in. I've just spent 10 minutes showing people around the save.
Well, that's gone poorly.
Sorry, we just take in this image that Jack so kindly made for all of us.
Silly old Jack.
Did you tweet the image, Kev?
I did tweet the image. I had to
Good,
look
okay.
up what meme meant just to make sure I wasn't being bamboozled. But then I did tweet it.
Right. Is it live again?
Hold on. Give me a moment.
Is it live?
It's live now.
It's live now. Let's do it.
It's not. There it is. It is live.
Hey!
What have you done?
I've not done anything.
No, I definitely think it's your fault. How exactly
Right.
yet?
So it's joining online game. Oh, it's loading a database.
We're in. It worked
What
this time.
database?
I'm
You realized
in.
it, Now we're in.
There we go.
Let's go.
I'm in.
Hooray!
Oh god, this team is awful. Who built this? Oh, it's mine. It's mine. Okay. Oh god, I had a strategy for this season. I'm not sure it's going to work. How exciting!
Just cheer yourself up by
Well,
looking
you'll
at
have a
Zealand's
lot of
transfers
extra
this
time
summer.
to figure out a new
Thanks,
strategy.
guys.
while we're-
Thanks, friends.
We've just been having a
Chums.
lovely chuckle looking at Zealand's transfers so far. You know there's a transfer window on, right?
Yeah, well, look, I don't think you understand the quality that Nathan Wood brings to the team. That's why I just think you're missing that. And Phil Jones, I mean,
Okay.
Phil Jones might not have realized his potential at United. But at 31 years old, I really think he can kick on and turn into a real hero for us.
Wait, have you got stuff lined up? I know you got Lloris as well, right? So you got Lloris. It's quite funny.
Do I have
Lloris.
stuff lined up? I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. You know, we've
No,
been
no doubt you
exposed so
have.
far. We made a big sale. Ryan Fredericks for 7.5, Rezo for 60.
That is big.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just
Right.
looking for net positive cash flow. I'm looking to run a profitable business, and I feel like Kev doesn't think about that part.
No,
Well, I'm the-
I'm the. Oh,
I'm
God,
the
no,
first
not.
team manager, not the finance director.
Well, we'll
You do
see.
look like a banker, though, don't you, Kev?
There he
Who
is.
asked you? Where did you even come from?
It's
Captain Clickbait over here. Oh, I'm quitting YouTube. Please
didn't
watch
say
my
I'm
video.
I didn't say I'm quitting
I'm
YouTube.
Wait,
cancelling my
you're
series.
quitting-
Please
wait,
watch this
Work
video.
Space is quitting YouTube.
I'm quitting
No.
YouTube. I'm done, everyone. I'm moving over to OnlyFans to do my
Hard to-
series.
oh,
I've never
Park the
been more
premise
proud.
canceled. I'm suing.
I did think about putting Sports Interactive Live part to premise cancelled, but I got told I shouldn't do that by my lawyers, so that one's not happening.
Right, is
comment.
there a whatchamacallit? A wang jangler? Yes, there is. Accept invite.
I'm just looking at Jack's recent videos on YouTube.
Oh,
So
don't
Park
put
to
yourself
Prem-
through that.
Premier League title in 5 years with Crystal Palace. Okay. He's going for it. He is going for it.
Who's in the lead out of you two subs wise at the moment? Have you gone ahead again? Is that why he's clickbaiting?
Yeah, I've been ahead for a little while now. Hold on. We're doing the YouTube subs race.
That's why he's resorting to nefarious tactics, is it?
He's nefarious. He's fake retiring. I am at 171,000 subs. He's at 159.
He needs to pull his finger out. He's left it too late to do the clickbait.
You're at 131. But I know you like to add in the vlog channel as well.
Exactly.
You know, so
And
you can see,
I add all my channels together and then say, closing in on 300k. And that's how I'll phrase it.
Nefarious. You don't even have your other channels linked. I just tried to find them on your page. You don't talk about nefarious.
I don't want people finding them accidentally. They're not as good as the FM one.
Jack, do you want to accept the squad stream invite?
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
You've done it.
I have done it.
Yeah, you're already in there.
I
Which is
literally
weird.
didn't do it. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I'll shut up and take credit for it. I'm already in. Yeah, apparently. Cool. Go me. Great work, team. Good job, everybody.
Oh, only
Just
4
change.
days until the coffee cup. I cannot wait.
Wow, the
that'd be
coffee
fun.
cup.
That'd be good, won't it?
What do you
I'm a
reckon?
big guy. I'm a big.
10 o'clock, we'll get round to that, maybe?
I don't know. You won the coffee cup last time, and it didn't. You ended up finishing behind me in the league. So I
That
don't
was only
know.
because of fixture congestion because of
Early.
the World Cup. If it had
thing-
been, if all things
Early
had been
days.
even, I'd have won the league.
I'm going to be honest, the coffee cup is just flawed.
You
'cause
can't
it's all
even say
played-
it.
It's all played at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Home advantage.
home
now,
of football.
players.
Home advantage every game. Goodison Park is not the home of football. It's where football goes to die.
Well, it's it's a
Starting off
it's a
strong.
celebratory cup because this is the last year we played at Goodison Park because we move into the new ground next summer. So we're saying goodbye to Goodison Park with the coffee cup.
Is that a real life thing? Are they building a new ground? Or is this something you've done?
It's nothing I've done.
Oh, okay. So they just built the new ground and they've just
the
told you
Bramley
they're-
Moor
Yeah.
Dock Stadium.
Yeah, it's,
Catchy
it's
name.
happening in real life.
Oh, it's
It's
happening in
gonna
real life too.
It's going to be the best championship stadium.
Oh.
Hold on, the Stadium of Light. If
Aye.
Sunderland get promoted, that's not a bad ground.
I mean, I'm going to stick with actually. Well, to be fair, in our save, Tottenham are there, so that is embarrassing. That stadium in the championship. Oh dear, what a shambles! They've still got a lot of players wanted. A lot of players.
They're
wanted.
making moves. They're making moves.
Well, they've got a choice. Kane's
they
gone.
have to. They've got to make the moves.
How much have they sold so far? Bergeron's gone. Davis has gone. Z took Lloris. Kev took Skip. Jack took Clark.
I did take.
Okay.
Take We're just picking at the bones.
Yeah,
of
have you
Tottenham in
not
the
had any of them
championship.
yet? Then
Lo Celso's gone. Kane's gone. No, mate, because I'm not in Europe, and everyone hates me. So,
yeah, but they're in
absolutely
the
not.
championship.
Oh, yeah, that's a higher level than what's happening here at Villa, mate. Let me tell you.
You can get Dane
Let me
Scarlett
tell
on
you.
loan.
That seems. I think you're being facetious now.
Have you started the squad stream, or are we still waiting for Jack?
Oh, Jack.
I've been ready for the whole time. I literally checked for the squad stream before I went live, and it just
You
wasn't
didn't
there.
join it
That's-
until just now.
That's also
fact, you've
still
still
true,
not
actually,
joined
isn't
it.
Yeah, you've still not joined
Yeah,
it, mate.
no, it's
No,
not
okay,
unbelievable.
that is
Unbelievable.
that is weird. I had to actually refresh. I don't have an invite.
Now you've joined it. Well
Did you
done.
accidentally join Zealand because he was in and claimed he hadn't done it?
Done.
No, I
I've done it
honestly
now.
had not, but
But you two
apparently
swapped
I
computers.
joined it on accident, so I don't even know.
When I went live, I
It's
didn't have
live.
the invite.
It's live. Everyone can now watch any stream at any point.
Squad
without
game!
clicking
I'm
around
calm.
it.
I was very stressed.
And by anyone, I mean Z can, because that's how he does his scouting. So it's his new video coming out. I'll watch the space of LOLLUJO.
I mean, he can scout whoever he wants. He's not signing any
Good
players. It
strategy,
makes no
to be fair.
difference.
So I feel like I'm going to pick up where I left off last time and not do anything. So
Well, I've
Well,
got
I've
loads
finished
going
all my
on.
business. I've got no
my
money.
question is, what does Football Manager need this year to really wow? No, whatever. Can't be bothered. We did it last time. Whatever. No, I do actually I have lots going on at the moment. So me pretending I don't needs to stop, really. I should start being honest.
It's the first part. It's the first part of healing, I think.
It's recovery. I mean, I need to recover. So I've got a good team, really. This is the best squad I've had so far.
Well, because I've completely finished my business, I propose I add an extra manager and just manage Tottenham for the evening and then resign at 11 o'clock. Just to give me something to do.
Can I have whoever's got the biggest budget in the Premier League and try and make them infinitely better than what I've got? That'd be fun.
If I agree to split Tottenham's transfer budget 3 ways and just sign reserves off the 3 of you, can I manage Tottenham for the evening, please?
Yes. My cosign. Yeah, I'm in. Wait, Everton have spent. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
241 million.
Hello.
What, this summer?
Probably. Yeah, that's how. I mean, it could be.
Yes.
I don't really keep track. There's every
spent
chance.
241 million already.
Yeah.
You're finished.
I've been busy.
What?
I've had things going on.
I spent a bit, but not 241 million. What is the point? Like,
I have sold over £100 million worth as well. It's
you
not,
disgust me.
I've not gone mad. How can you see what my transfer total is?
You can go to competitions, Premier League, transfers, transfer window, and it shows it on a per club basis.
Holy smokes, what a useful screen. Oh, so I've received nearly 200 million. I've only had a net spend of 53 million this summer. That's nowhere near as bad as I thought it would have been.
Get those hands out your pocket.
I'm not even top 6. Oh, in fact, I am 6th for net spend.
Yeah, you're one of the big spenders.
I'm only the 6th biggest spender
What, in the world today?
in the
or-
Premier League this summer.
Oh.
On net spend, because net spend is all that matters.
You're the 6th, are you saying?
Net spend, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Only because she sold 4 Nals for 63 million quid.
Because he was a world-class player.
Biggest sales. Yeah, I'm comfortable. Yeah, Jack signed Camavinga. What is happening? I forgot about all this. This is pain. So much pain. I mean, yeah, someone make a bid for him, maybe. No one can afford him. Oh, that's just these Wolves. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
One of my youth prospects is wanted, and I was like, "Oh, that's exciting. He's worth 20 mil, but it's you, and I'm not. You're not buying it for 20 mil, so whatever."
Yeah, you're right. No, probably not. I've made 2 more signings. I brought in Gonzalo Ramos and Patrick DePaula. Both their work permits came through right now.
Wow. Okay. Are they
Can I just say, Zealand is as bad as No Context FM stealing my memes and posting them on Twitter.
I told you I was going to take...
Yeah, but there's no way it's the credit. I want credit at Work the Space for the meme.
Okay.
You want credit,
LOLLUJO, I'll do that. That's the honorable thing to do. LOLLUJO is also taking it because I thought we were all going to post this wonderful... I did, yes.
You've stolen my memes.
Very much in cahoots, you boys, aren't you?
I literally went on there this morning and said, there's a lot of messages here. I've not read them. What's going on? And you summarized it as post this.
I did.
Yeah.
Stole my meme.
I summarized that conversation as you should post this. And now you're on the good side of the meme. It's an excellent meme.
And I just want people to know that I came up with it. Otherwise, it makes you guys look funnier than you are.
Yeah. Do you want to take credit
Thank you for the credit, Zealand. Thank you for the credit, Zealand. We're good fair. Now.
That's totally fair. I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, good.
I'd also like my Reddit username tagged, please.
Oh my god!
And
very important that we do that.
Here's a reply though, not in the main tweet.
Drag no context.
Don't want anyone to accidentally see it.
No, all I'm saying is there's people within this FM community who love to post stuff made by others and give credit in the tweet that's afterwards. And I just want to, I want that to be normalized at the very least.
Fine, I'll reply to my tweet with credit.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hold on. How do I do that? Where's Twitter?
All right, there we go. 2
Credit,
signings. Beautiful.
Work the space.
Thank you.
This is sad now.
Thank you.
Happy now?
This is
I think I've ruined my meme now, but everyone knows it was me who made it. I'll tell you what, it was a lot harder to Photoshop those bars over the football badge than you might realise.
Why is
this? Why you couldn't make a proper video today because you were doing this?
You're good at Photoshop. Why did that take you so long?
Because it's a fuzzy cartoon image, so you can't easily mask out the edges of the bars. So I had to duplicate the bars, then apply an outer glow. Like if you actually look at it too closely, the bars over the badges, like the edges on them, are a bit scuffed.
Oh yeah, they are a little
because it's an outer glow. But if it didn't have that, it would look even more scuffed.
Man of your talents could have just cleaned the whole thing up.
I made it quite quickly, but we have principles that we stick to. You can't rush art.
For those that haven't seen the art that Jack refers to,
I'm an artist. I got a degree in art.
You never mentioned
a whole degree.
A whole degree. That's what
you ever considered making a career out of that? I mean, these bars are straight.
I paid $9,000 to learn to do that. So
get a Skillshare service on board somewhere.
True, I should really. In this 5-part course, you will learn to do clickbait successfully on YouTube. Episode 1, the hook.
Credit to the course, it did work. So,
well, here's the thing, and I discussed this on my stream before I joined you guys. If you just label a video update video or even important update video, please watch. People don't bloody watch it.
What happened?
If you ever label a video just update video,
clickbait accusations.
My favorite thing about the video was that twice in the first minute you mentioned you were sitting there while standing. Loved that.
It's true. It's true. I did acknowledge the fact I was standing later on in the video, Kevin, if you got that far.
I mean, come on, Jack.
Well, I know.
You're lucky I watched the first minute.
You looked here. Well, you
I watched the first minute
to
try and see what you were baiting. And it's like, oh, okay, you just couldn't be bothered to make a video. I get it. I don't need to watch anymore.
It was a great video. It's good to have some bonding and connection with my viewers, I feel like.
Was it a 1 out of 10?
It was a 1. Of course, it was a bloody 1 out of 10.
Job done.
Exactly.
I really
Paid the bills. Power bills are going up in the UK. I have to be able to afford electricity.
I was probably in the first 100 people to watch it, and I really regret not commenting. I can't believe you're taking part to prep to Twitch and then just leaving it and just seeing what would happen. But because I saw Blanco was streaming his Glory Hunter today, and he was thinking of going to Bayern Munich, and I was like, my first comment was, I can't believe you're taking this stream to Twitter to YouTube. Trust me, don't do it. Danger ahead. I would never do such a thing. I think it would be a lot worse if I took the save to YouTube, to Twitch, and then didn't stream it very often because I didn't want to. So, and
is that self-aware humour? I'm confused.
Yeah, no, I haven't really streamed because I've had a few like low mental health days, but I don't think this is the forum. So we'll just leave it.
Someone in my video in my clickbait video was like, "Your eyes look really red." I've been getting the worst headache with these new glasses. Like one of my eyes has like got a burst blood vessel. Now I don't know if that's related to the new glasses or if that's by coincidence. It doesn't look great.
You know when you shine glasses or like you put the sun through glasses and it burns the other side, are you fearful that your glasses are having that?
Maybe that's the issue.
Well,
the lenses have got stronger. That's why you get headaches when you get different lenses, because refracts the sun stronger into your eyes.
Yeah, colour's a myth, isn't it? All that, you know.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, colour is just a figment of human perception.
You learn that on your $9,000 art degree.
Yeah.
I've never heard Kev so angry.
It was like 10 quid to get a degree.
It's because they've taken my CPAP machine off me, so I'm angry with the world.
Kev only had to get a library card when he went to uni.
Oh dear.
Right, Kev?
Yeah. I may have gone after Jack, even though I'm older, and because my debt was a lot bigger than $9,000. I didn't graduate until 2013.
Are you still paying it off?
Yeah.
Surely not.
I've been paying it for 10 years, and but because of the interest, I've barely scratched the surface on it.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's something wonderful on this save about looking at Boris up for loan, knowing nobody can afford it, he'll want him. Oh, God. Does that frustrate you out of space? It would annoy me. It's annoying me looking at it now. Dearie me. Poor Boris. He's been through a lot this week as well, with his apologising. Political satire, if you will.
What are you up to?
Waiting for you to press continue.
I gotta respect you for always being on brand. I will say that.
I mean, I have literally finished my transfers. I am just waiting for the season to start, and I suspect it won't happen until middle of May.
Never a dull moment.
Exactly. Everton show loan interest in Musiala. Good work.
Somebody just called me the LeBron James of American Football Manager. Your thoughts?
I only know what some of those words mean.
Okay, that's completely fair. Are you happy with? I've made some more signings. Does that make you happy now?
Let me check to see what you've been doing. See if I approve.
I've signed Gonzalo Ramos.
Oh, Eddie Nketiah. There you go. I mean, he's still a reserve, isn't he, at Premier League level? It's another weird signing. You're in the Champions League, not the Championship, yeah?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen Eddie Nketiah's attributes now? Dude's a stud. And Gonzalo Ramos and Patrick DePaula's got 14 in basically every attribute in the game. That was a very grumbly noise there.
You and your attributes, they just make me cross.
The attributes make you cross?
You looking at them makes me cross.
Me looking
at the attributes
tantamount
to cheating. You shouldn't be allowed to look at the attributes.
So you don't look at the attributes, is what I'm gathering. You don't even look at them.
Star rating's where it's at.
Okay. Star rating is where it's at then. That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
Apparently, what you said before makes me the Michael Jordan of football managers. I still don't. That's the guy. That's the cobbler, isn't it? The guy who makes the shoes.
The
famous cobbler, most famous cobbler in history, Michael Jordan. That's what I know about him.
Yeah, no, he's been an executive at Nike for a long time. Makes shoes.
Excellent.
Somebody really thinks you're just super into shoes. Yeah.
Does he work in the really horribly run factories or just oversee them?
Do you think the executive's working in the factories?
I don't know.
You know what he's doing. Come on. He's overseeing
Surely he has to,
them,
when he comes
obviously.
up with a new shoe concept, he has to show them how to make it for 20p.
Oh my god.
I couldn't think of the word sweatshop, Chris. That's why I didn't say sweatshop.
I've just been rung by a Dalek.
Rung by who?
Well, a Dalek, and I'm going to let Jack explain to Zealand what Daleks are. Jack?
Jack's not there. I almost
Yeah,
bought a
away you go.
6-pack of Daleks at B&M today.
I nearly spat on my drink then. What do you mean?
I was perusing the toys at B&M, and they
Of
just
course
had
you
a
were.
6-pack of Daleks in different colours, and I thought, I mean, I don't own any Daleks. There's 6 there for like 15 quid. If I'm ever going to get any, this seems like the best value way to do it. I decided against
Right.
it in the end.
Okay. That's not explained to Z at all, what Daleks are.
They're baddies from Doctor
I
Who.
still have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm going to need some illumination.
They're baddies in a children's TV programme called Doctor Who.
Who is not a children's TV program. It is art.
There he is. That's summoned
There
him.
he's back. He's back.
I'm
No.
going to be honest. I fell out of love with Doctor Who after David Tennant left. That
No,
was
to be-
like, that was where it died for me. That was
Just to explain where this came from, though, Virgin. I don't know if Virgin Media ring you ever, but they've rung me again for I don't know how many times they've rung me recently, but it's a lot. And as a result, I told them to go away. But at the same time, they just call all the time. It is infuriating.
I always get called by GoDaddy.
Do you? They don't call me. I had a very me and Matt had a very long conversation with GoDaddy where we were not happy. Because someone's just gifted us up to Virgin Media support team. Please don't.
Do you reckon Richard Branston
Really
actually pockets
endorsing
that money
everything.
directly?
Do you know what Virgin Media are, Z?
A media. No, well, like
Real Madrid
Virgin
have made
Media
a
is probably
Gravenberch offer.
like Verizon is, right? They provide
Yeah,
internet
that's
stuff.
it. Yeah, ISP, yeah. And the worst bit is, and
No, it's
this is quite infuriating, they're only ringing me because I had to move my Virgin Internet. I don't have it at this house, and it's like 5 or 10 times quicker than what I have right now. And it's my mum and dad's internet. And believe me, they're going to be cancelling that as soon as possible because I'm paying 70 quid a month for that internet, and I don't get to use it. So we'll get that gone ASAP. So if the tax man's watching, yeah, we'll be writing it off. Anyway.
Thank you, Taxman.
No, actually, no, if he is watching, that's obviously not true. Just jokes. Christ. So, yeah. If they want to ring me again, they're more than welcome. I'm ready and waiting. The only reason I knew they were ringing because my desk started to vibrate, which was terrifying. But they keep ringing me. I keep telling them to stop ringing me. And they keep ringing me.
Need a whistle.
Well, I'm going to change my number on the Virgin Media thing. Someone else's number. I might put Jack's in. That would be confusing.
Really throw him for a loop there.
Yeah, considering it. But also, the worst bit is, right, it's the official Virgin Media like phone line thing, but it comes up as spam every time. Like, as if it's a spam
Really?
phone call. Yeah, every time it comes up as spam. So I'm already annoyed when I'm ringing it. I'm thinking, oh, spam's ringing me.
Ah.
Which is why I don't
It's really
answer
funny.
my phone.
Why do you answer it? Did they just leave you a message?
Well, I'm hoping they're going to go, are you Dr. Benji? I'm going, yeah, they go, I'll give you free internet forever. And I go, oh, cheers, guys. But that never happens. So,
I can't believe there's no way that never happens.
no, it's annoying.
But now you're talking about them on stream at length. It might happen.
Well, I actually think the service is like, people can rag on all ISPs. I actually think Virgin and BT do pretty good jobs. I had Virgin for like 4 years, 3 years, never had an issue really, like once or twice. And with BT, I've had that for about a year. It's fine. Works.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
If you saw the icon next to a player, like in the little box, like a bit like Wanted and like all those, I've seen one I've never seen before. WTG. Do you know what I know what it stands for because I'm mousing over it, but I feel like I've never ever seen it before.
WTG.
And now, bizarrely, it's on a lot of my players in response to another player. What I will say is WTG doesn't stand for the actual thing at all. So quite how
Oh.
you're going to know, like, I don't know. Why does WTG stand for this? I don't know.
We can't see it, if that helps.
Yeah, I know that.
We can't.
Basically, it's a load of players who are pleased with how a promise is going to another player.
Wow. Go you.
That's pretty crazy.
Who have you been
actually.
promising
video
things to?
like that.
I've never seen. Is anyone? Is that weird? Oh,
That is weird.
waiting,
I didn't know
maybe. They're waiting on a promise. They're waiting on. Basically, Bruno Enrique has to leave the club, so I promised I'd sell him, and then an offer came in, and I accepted it, and now half the team's gone. I guess it's waiting. Oh, they're waiting on a promise.
Okay.
They're you know what? My mind's blown. See something new in Football Manager every day.
They're waiting
Wow.
on a promise. Oh, there's the big old signing. Andre Onana signed a contract with Wolves.
Luca's never getting a work permit.
Well, welcome.
Done my application to start the stream. We'll do one at the end and see if it's moved in that time.
Good
Okay.
signing.
My offer to take him on loan is still there.
Would you sign Dwight McNeil for £20 million?
No, I'd pay 40 or 50 probably.
I could sign Dwight McNeil, but I don't necessarily think he's going to improve things massively. But he's
That's
quite
the
good.
trick.
And Southampton have been relegated. What do we think?
Everton are such a big
Could
club.
also
I
take
just
some
turned down
minutes.
77
True.
million from Real Madrid, and Gravenberch didn't get upset. What a
Can play
wonderful
3
situation.
roles. That's
Ah.
true.
Impressive.
Big club
Oh.
over here.
Big club energy.
He's just desperate to play in the Community Shield, and then he'll leave.
Oh, you do have the Community Shield,
do.
don't you?
As the only member of the
Fancy.
network game with any silverware, I get to compete for my third piece, potentially my fourth piece, if I win the coffee cup again. It's going to be my fourth trophy, the Community Shield.
Okay. With the coffee cup nonsense.
The coffee
here.
cup was my first trophy, then the FA Cup, not quite as prestigious. We're going to retain the coffee cup, win the Community Shield.
Thing
That's
is,
the
though,
quadruple.
does the coffee cup have a theme tune?
Yeah, do you want me to play it? It's very similar to the FA Cup one.
Did I actually sing a coffee cup cover?
No, but I was just going to say coffee over every time you said FA. It's
Oh, sorry, killed the
going
joke.
to be like a remix. How is Cristiano Ronaldo not retired yet? What's that all about?
He's like immortal in Football Manager. Like, you've got to get rid of all the different the Dragon Balls. I've
He
never watched
scored
Dragon Balls.
27 goals last season.
How do
Just offended somebody. I don't know who you have offended, but I
was thinking, do Dragon Balls work like Horcruxes in Harry Potter or Infinity Stones in the Marvel universe? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly like that.
Every universe has to have like a collection of objects that you have to get rid of for something to happen. So what are the Horcruxes for Ronaldo and Football Manager? Like, what do we have to do?
Break his toes, probably. Got to get the job done.
Apparently, in Dragon
That's
Balls,
right.
you collect the Dragon Balls to make a wish.
If you snap off all 10 of his toes, I bet he'll retire.
Yep, job done.
I reckon he could grow them back. I reckon he's like part newt.
Oh,
He
yeah,
has
yeah,
only got
yeah.
one for marking and one for tackling, so I wouldn't bother signing him.
He just doesn't get stuck in the right way. I don't think.
Only two
You know-
for long throws. Useless.
You know what? That's really held him back in his career.
Utterly useless. Clearly, utterly useless.
I might try and sign him.
Kev, I'm going to be honest. You trying to sign Luca doesn't help me get a work permit
Oh,
for
I'm not
him.
trying to help.
He's just wasting my time.
Kind of just trying to unsettle him, really. Right, let's try and sign
I thought you were
Ronaldo.
better than that, Kevin. I
Did
thought you were
you?
better than that.
Right, we're
Ronaldo's
making an
here.
inquiry for Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see what happens. He could be my backup. Gundogan's going to Mönchengladbach, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Another player on his way out of Spurs.
It was weird that he was on Spurs to begin with. I thought that was weird.
Chat keeps rejecting offers from me, which is a little upsetting.
While you struggle with that, I'll be back in a moment.
Is Ronaldo in the Dream 11? I want somebody in the Dream 11. We could have had Solomon, but he decided not to sign for me and went to Chelsea instead, which was a little uncalled for. Ronaldo's way down this list. He's not even on this list. He's not even one of the 2 best players at Manchester United. So Fernandes and Sancho are both better than Ronaldo now, apparently.
Kevin Chapman. Now, Kev.
Hello.
The next Bond.
Right.
Would you want it?
I've never seen a James Bond movie.
See you later, Kev.
Actually, that's not true. I've seen Casino Royale because it came with my PlayStation 3. Wasn't very good. The poker wasn't accurate.
Zealand. Zealando. Oh, I guess I'll have to ask. Have you never ever seen a Bond movie?
I've just, as you muted up, I clarified. Actually, I have seen one. Casino Royale came with my PS3, so I saw that. Was disappointed that the poker wasn't very good.
What do you think it wasn't very good?
This wasn't like realistic poker, I didn't think.
It's a film.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
What do you want them to do? Fold every hand?
Yeah, kind of. I just wanted some realistic poker.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about
Well, the next Bond is up for grabs, right?
I'll have him.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if Kev would want to do it, but Kev then said he's never seen a Bond film before.
Apart from Casino Royale.
You could do it as Clive, see?
I could, yeah. No, I've often thought of myself
James
as a
Bond
fringe
isn't Australian.
contender for.
Can you do the?
Wait. Wait.
Oh God.
There has been a James Bond that was Australian. You are wrong, sir. His name was George Lazenby, and he was an Australian James Bond.
I mean,
he's the only Bond
if you,
that was not.
Do you want to be really pernickety about this? The actor may have been Australian. However, James Bond, not Australian, which is what I said.
Well, that's a lexical ambiguity, sir. And I would be able to take you to court and not lose this argument. So if you want to rest your laurels on an iffy argument to back out of it with some semblance of pride, I'm okay with that.
Oh, he's got you there with words. He's linguistically dealt with you. Thoughts, Kevin?
I was just drinking my water.
I thought you were trying to compute what had just been said.
I stopped listening when the words got long.
The name's Bond. James Bond. See, now you do it, Kev.
Hello, my name's James Bond.
Do you see my Dalek? Sorry.
No, I wouldn't have a single Dalek. If I was going to get a Dalek, I'd have 6 Daleks for value.
It depends how much they are. That's not how value works. You just buy more of them.
Well, they were on offer in B&M, so I'd have 6.
I hear a lot about your poker life. I'm fascinated. We should have a 3-hour chat about poker at some point.
I haven't played poker for years.
I believe it. Yeah.
My dissertation was on poker.
That's great. I mean, and what elements of poker was it about?
It was on end game tournament heads-up strategy and how to do it mathematically correctly.
Oh, really? That seems.
Is that a strategy that still works in 2022?
I haven't played poker for about 10 years, so probably not. It was a great way to make money before it all shut down in America and all the fish were there, and you literally just had to push or fold in sit and goes, and you could just milk them for money all day long.
Not quite like that. See, that now makes me doubt your level of ability. But yes, you're correct to a point. Full tilt back then was fantastic.
Love full tilt poker.
Okay, here he is. Hello?
When are we doing a streamer showdown poker night? I'm
down anytime you want. We're probably not going to do it through the showdown account, but
get Full Tilt sponsoring it.
Probably not going to happen. Seems unlikely. Well, the Poker Stars maybe.
Oh, a Poker Stars sponsorship.
It's possible, but not for you. You'd have a problem. You'd have to go play in New Jersey, I think.
Yeah, true.
I think that's where it's actually allowed to happen. So, well, again, Kev, one day we'll talk about it or play. I'm down to do both.
I don't like the idea of playing
if
because
you
you'd
don't
probably
want to.
beat me because it's so long since I've played and I'll make a fool of myself.
I don't play properly for a long time, but I'm still like all right at it. Good fun. But I'll be down to do it for like charity. If we did like half and half to charity, half and half to the winner. I don't know how many members of the Football Manager community play though. I know Loki used to play a bit, and Deep plays a bit. Yeah. That'd be good. But for those that want, we're going to 11 o'clock today. Thank you for asking, Robbie. I'll have clarified for everyone. Do you play much, Z? Or have you played much?
I haven't played much recently, but I do play. I dabble, you know.
Let's get it. I used to watch a ridiculous amount of poker.
See, I used to watch the World Series of Poker. I thought that was interesting, but that was basically the extent of what I'd pay attention to it on TV.
I used to watch some obscure Sky channel that I can't remember the name. Was probably the Poker Channel or something.
GSN.
Is that
you know about GSN? Well, I think GSN had high stakes poker, and then there was quite a few that had.
They just used to show like commentary over online games rather than in-person poker.
That sounds bad. That sounds really bad.
Yeah, it was proper. It was the sort of thing that would just be on Twitch now.
I give a bit of trivia actually for those that don't know. Some people will know this. You know, the late night poker on like Channel 4, Channel 5, like 10 years ago.
Something like Poker Night Live, I think.
Some stuff like that. You'll probably know more than Z, Kev, just because of the names like Devilfish and Tony G used to play back then. Eddie Hearn, boxing pro Eddie Hearn, like ran those games and ran that whole like shindig. Eddie Hearn, as in the promoter for Anthony Joshua. For those that are curious, but he was the guy behind all of the poker back then on terrestrial TV. So yeah, I know I can tell everyone is fascinated by that fact. And half the people have fallen asleep.
Love an Eddie Hearn fact.
Yeah, well, it's a big boxing week, so I thought I'll bring in some boxing trivia.
Is it? Who's fighting this week? What's the
Tyson Fury is fighting Dillian White.
I don't know the other guy, but I know Tyson Fury.
Dillian White's like, he's probably as good as Wilder, in my opinion. Like, which means I think Fury will beat him. But AJ and him used to have a real beef years ago, and AJ beat him in like round 7, I want to say, something like that. With a wonderful uppercut. But he's a bit of a journeyman boxer, which is a bit harsh on him, but it's probably the reality of the situation. He's been like the #1 contender for the heavyweight title for ages, and he's been waiting, and now he's finally got his shot at doing it. So yeah, we'll see.
Well, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Boxing.
I don't really rate Wilder. Like their skills are different in that White's a lot more technical and Wilder's like one punch. But I would say they're equally as effective, I would say. Anyway. There we are. What does everyone
I didn't know you were so into fighting sports, to be honest with you.
There's lots. There's 3 things I've got a lot of interest in that people don't really know about, which is boxing, poker, and magic. But I don't really talk about any of them.
What is your favorite magic trick of all time?
All time? Wow.
Like there's one magic trick you read about.
That's
you're
tough.
Just like, that's the best.
I think some of the stuff that I don't know if you're familiar with him. Some of the stuff. It's funny. I was talking about him earlier today. Some of the stuff that Shin Lin has managed to do. He was on Penn and Teller a while ago, like a long time ago. But Shin Lin has got some really like creative ways of being almost emotional when he performs magic. He's incredibly good. And then obviously you've got sort of like the classic people. What's the best one ever though? I don't know. I think a lot of close-up magic's really cool. I think like sleight of hand is immense. I tried to learn sleight of hand for like 2 years. That's not long enough. Like it's so hard to become like really proficient at it. But I used to sit at my desk, like it was when I was into poker, ironically enough, and I would shuffle cards all the time. But yeah.
The way
Greatest
some
trick
of
ever
those
is hard,
people
though.
shuffle is just wild to me.
Jack, you know Joe Geldhart and the 9.5 million quid?
Yeah, you're not going to sign him, are you?
No.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Wish you given me more of a heads up. That will be noted down for future reference.
Good poker reference by you. No? Okay. I thought that's what you were doing. Apologies. Sorry, mate. I didn't do it on purpose. I did tell my stream about 10 minutes ago, if that helps.
That doesn't, you know what? I'm glad that you're not in the European competition now. For
You were bad
wasting my
before.
time like that.
Yeah, you didn't care earlier, did you?
You made a meme about it, if I recall.
I did. Funny. It was a great meme. Thank you for the
you got
credit.
all your deserved credit for that meme.
I was making sure I got all the credit and then so after milk it. I'm not funny often.
I was particularly impressed with how well you did the lines over the badges.
I understand.
I thought that was really good. That must have taken a while.
Put my heart and soul into that one.
Yeah, the detail work there. Excellent.
Thank you.
I think going back to Magic, the problem with Magic is when you've watched it, and I think any Magic fan will tell you this, if you've watched it for long enough and you've been interested in it for long enough, you can kind of tell how every trick is done, which does ruin it a little bit. But you've always got there's always a theory, because a lot of Magic is very similar actually. So there's a I can't remember his name. There's a French guy that was on Penn and Teller. I think it was in the UK, and he did some amazing sleight of hand stuff, really good. But I've forgotten his name, which is awful.
If you can see how the tricks are done, you should just become Jonathan Creek and go and live in a windmill.
Sounds like a lot of effort for just knowing how tricks are done. But
you can get a duffel coat though.
I don't even know who Jonathan Creek is.
You wore a duffel coat and lived in a windmill and solved crimes.
He played in the League Two. He didn't.
Best program ever, Jonathan Creek. What a program!
I'm also massively into ventriloquism, and again, I'm just trying to surprise people with things I really like. I saw Paul Zerdin a few times before he went to America and won America's Got Talent. So yeah. Turns out trying to learn ventriloquism also really hard. I really have alienated everybody here, but I'm so sorry. Can you make Doug talk with ventriloquism? He can
That's
talk
an excellent
himself.
idea.
He doesn't need me. Ventriloquists are weird people. Nah, Paul Zerdin's not weird. I think we're friends on Facebook. So I've got some weird Facebook friends, and he's one of them.
Facebook, goodness me, you young whippersnappers.
What face? I only use Facebook to play a game. I'm very old. Can I do a Rubik's Cube? No. I could do 4 sides once, and then I got stuck and stopped.
I saw paint your own Rubik's Cube in a shop the other day, which I thought kind of defeated the purpose.
When you go outside, do you only go to shops of toys?
Pretty much, yeah. I love toy shops.
Hey.
Crikey.
It was just all white on every side. I could solve that one probably.
I want to be I never go to toy shops, but one of the 10 times me and Jack have met, we went to a toy shop. So, we went to Toys R Us in Lincoln. It was good. Great time.
Jack's trying to sign Heung-min Son. Manchester United don't wish to sell Cristiano Ronaldo.
I wonder if that'll work. I feel like Son's never good when you sign him in FM.
Don't you already have all the wingers anyway?
What, me?
No, Jack.
Oh, I was going to say.
How's he going to play Boris and Rafinha? Do. Come on! It's nearly coffee cup o'clock.
It is actually nearly coffee cup of class tomorrow. My goodness.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
So
This is the moment. Unbelievable. The coffee cup is here.
It's the
I thought you signed
most
someone.
wonderful time.
No.
of the
It's coffee cup. I
year.
signed Matthias Vigna. I think my transfer business is basically done now.
Who's signing Trincao? Jack's got a £62 million bid on Trincao at the moment. Okay.
Oh, I had him on loan the first year.
What am I lacking at the moment? Oh, yeah.
European football.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is
okay.
true.
Do you want to ask me what you're lacking, Kev? No, I didn't
No,
think you did.
I do not.
No, I didn't think so. I can go anywhere I want.
I was just being polite. You asked, I answered. That's how
No, you
conversation
weren't being
works.
polite. You're being...
Yep.
I might sign Matic on a free. You have to agree Whose Line Is It Anyway is the best American TV show. Yeah, it's very good. Hard to argue, really. Really good.
So I'm playing Leeds United first in the Coffee Cup, boys and girls. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Ooh.
Both matches are kicking off at the same time on the same day at Goodison Park. So not quite sure how we're doing this, but we are. It's going to be great.
Well scheduled, must say.
My chat would like me to sign Phil Jones. Are you willing to sell him?
Just bought him.
But my chat want him now.
Am I willing to sell you Phil Jones?
Yeah.
You're desperately in need of Phil
I
Jones.
don't want him, but the chat want him.
When have you ever cared about the viewers?
That's all I care about.
No, you don't. Sorry, that's when you laughed out there. Sorry, I said that I said that full chested there. I can only apologise. Can we talk about Z's funny tweet from yesterday?
I didn't see the funny tweet. Was it a network game tweet or?
Was it his really accurate
a
football
lot of people
tweet
thought
that
it
he
was a
did?
network game tweet. That was actually a serious tweet. It's a stance I've
Well,
had since last year.
I thought it was the first time I've seen Zealand speak sense.
Yeah, well, are you still playing the sport Arsenal?
Pretended to, yeah. Still got the shirt, so I kind of have to.
Wow.
Living a lie with the postman.
I hear they won a football this week, so go Arsenal.
Yeah.
That makes me so angry when you say that, but I can't do anything about it. That is why when you win showdowns, I'm fuming. It's like, ah.
So wait, what was the tweet?
Last year, I said Arsenal were going to win the league in the next 5 years. A talented young core getting time because the club has hit a downswing. I finally don't look completely crazy.
I agree. He finally doesn't look crazy.
I still think he's a bit crazy.
Oh,
I think it's
Jack.
not as unlikely, but it's still unlikely.
So wait,
But-
this was in response to the fact
They
they
beat
won
Chelsea.
4-2.
to the win at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's a good young team. I don't think football works in a way where you can project an entire squad is capable of winning a league on their own individual development.
Over to Zealand Shannon.
Oh wait, I didn't know we were doing like a. No,
I didn't know either. I was just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fairly confident Jack just said you can't look at how good a football team is and decide if they're going to win the league. But he just said it with fancy words.
I was just interested to hear what Jack had to say.
I've never heard more nonsense in my life.
We don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just thought it'd be good to chat.
No, I believe that teams go in ebbs and flows, and that when a team goes in a downswing and then gives opportunities to youth, they inevitably swing back up and compete when they have the facilities and the ambition that Arsenal has, because their fan base just demands them to be a lot better than they honestly should be, or should have been in the last couple of years.
We talked about it on the podcast a bit.
I think it's like a macro way of looking at flows of clubs.
You're suggesting that they're walking into a perfect storm, though. I think. So is that sort of what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I also think that considering that clubs are always ebbing and flowing, Man City and Liverpool are at their zenith, right? They've been at their zenith for a couple of years. City did a really good job of surviving the loss of David Silva and of Vincent Kompany, and obviously they're always going to spend a ton of money, but as PSG proved by losing to Lille last year, spending a ton of money doesn't mean you can avoid the inevitable downswing after your core plays at a really high level for a couple of years. I think Tottenham proved that. They had their core play at a really high level for 5-6 years. And then there was that literal burnout because they were saying that Pochettino was, particularly his training style, just kind of overworked him. But it's you wear out after a while. And I think Arsenal's going to be coming up while Liverpool and Man City are kind of hitting that point where they're like, man, we've just been really good for a really long time.
But
And they get tired, and a couple of the players age, and they don't age as gracefully as you'd hope.
My count would be is that you're basing
Yeah.
you're basing this a little bit off because you tweeted it after this, so I'm assuming you based it off the Chelsea result. Is that they have just lost back-to-back against Southampton, Brighton, and Crystal Palace.
Correct. Yeah. We
So-
saw what they were capable of against a Chelsea team.
It was a
That
poor
is-
Chelsea team, though. It was a passionless Chelsea team. It was really bad.
Well, they were made there's always two sides to that coin, right? It's like, well, Manchester United didn't look like they were trying very hard against Liverpool. It's also because Liverpool was just much better than they were.
I don't know. I just don't think that. I thought Arsenal were good. Like I thought they were as good as I've seen them for a little while. But I thought Chelsea were as bad as I've seen Chelsea for a long time. I don't know. Chelsea seemed way off it. Lukaku is. I saw it was Harrison about it, who's a Chelsea fan. Lukaku was potentially Chelsea's worst signing for 10 years.
That was such a bad sign. 100
It's really
million,
bad, but it's really bad.
So bad.
And that's Piliqueta playing at right wing back when Reece James is fit and available is bizarre to me. Absolutely bizarre to me. I guess they're worried about the pacing behind of Arsenal, but like Reece James is not quite as good, but is not far off Trent at going forward. Like he's so good. The fact they don't play him, like you'd never see Trent playing at right wing back, so Matip can play at right back, would you? Like it just wouldn't happen. It's very strange. Very strange. I don't know. We've talked about it a little bit earlier, right? I think Arsenal are still 4 or 5 players away from getting close, and even then, you have to try and keep everyone else happy while doing that, which I think is really difficult, considering they've only had to play 1 game a week all year. But we'll see. We'll see.
I think the best point you made, because we just re-recorded it, we talked about this on 20 Good Minutes, is that their transition to Europe is going to really determine whether it's possible or not. If they transition to Europe well, then it's possible. If they don't, then that'll hold them back, obviously.
Yeah. And then there's loads of factors that they can't control, like Conte, like Ten Hag, like Klopp, like Guardiola. So.
I hear you.
One thing I will say, I think Martinelli is great. I can't wait to see more of Martinelli.
I think Arsenal are going to struggle to keep hold of their very elite players.
Is that well? That's the thing, isn't it? Is that the thing that's going to undo them? Will they become a feeder side to the elite in the same way that like Dortmund are? Is that Arsenal's biggest problem, that they actually can't hold on to those players because it's the Tottenham thing of having really good players but not being able to hold them because they want to win things. And at what point does that turn? Like it's obviously already turned for Kane.
Want to win things, just tough out there.
But you don't want your career to be, I was a 7 out of 10 player for Arsenal. Like you do want to go and compete somewhere. You'd take it. I mean, in fairness, so would I. I don't know. When do they become too ambitious for Arsenal? I guess is the question. Like the only player I can see them holding on to for ages now is probably Odegaard, because he's had like the bright lights of Real Madrid and it didn't really work out. And he's
he's like found the level that he likes being at.
Yeah.
Ben, we play in the coffee cup today, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Victory.
Billy Gilmore. Jack, you should be embarrassed, mate.
Home advantage is stupid, isn't it? I demand that the coffee cup just be rearranged.
It's a tragedy. Billy Gilmore with the late equalizer. I'm beside myself here.
God, we were
denied by late goal. That's the report I've got.
We were not good. Thoughts on the job Ten Hag has. Tune in to 20 Good Minutes with me and Zealand Shannon out later this week. We talk about it quite a lot. Ultimately, it's massive. It's a massive job, and whether he gets the time to complete the job was the point Ian made, and he's right. Whether he gets the time, he needs the time. He needs a long time.
Yeah, it needs 7, 8 years.
Think, Kev?
Right?
I don't want to exclude Kev
from this football chat.
I'm glad you checked in right now.
I heard my name. Somebody said.
Well, you bring up a topic around football, Kev, that you want to talk about. Forget us for a minute. Let's you know what? Over to you.
I like it. What do you? Yeah.
I want to know who Ivan Toney's going to sign for, so I know how much money Posh are getting. Who's Ivan Toney going to sign for? Somebody tell me, and how much?
Jack, any topic?
How much is Ivan Toney worth? That's what I want to know. Because my argument, my chat was saying like 30 million. My argument was they sold Ollie Watkins for that when they were in the Championship. Toney's got to be worth more than that.
No, I think had he continued his form at the start of the year, He probably would be, but I feel like he's regressed a little bit, and now he's just like, I think 30 is probably right.
But then would they sell him for 30?
Well, I think because it's Brentford, they probably would, because they probably back themselves to find the next player, whoever that is. And there aren't many teams confident enough to do that, but they might be one of those teams that think we can let him go at a profit and still have like Brentford are sick at recruitment. Like, I think they would back themselves basically.
It's unacceptable.
Well, their
to me.
money
That
is
doesn't
their money
seem like
ball.
enough money.
Yeah, they're not going to mind if they think they can strengthen other areas of the team and profit massively on Toney. They'll like 30 feels about right to me. I guess the example would be like Ings to Villa. I know it's contract dependent as well, but that's kind of where he's at for me in terms of like quality. But where does he go? Who buys Ivan Toney? Like, I think Breezy said West Ham. No way, he's been burnt by Newcastle.
Yeah, he's
There's
got
no
a point
way he's
to prove.
going
He'd go
back
back to Newcastle.
Burnley are winning, by the way. I don't think so. I don't think he'd go to Newcastle. I also think Newcastle, with respect to Toney, are looking higher than Ivan Toney. I don't know who that is, but
You're just missing strikers that Newcastle could go for.
Well, we're talking about the price of Ivan Toney and how much because Kev wants money for Ivan Toney because it helps Posh out.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is Peterborough for those that are curious.
Difference between us keeping Marriott and Clark Harris or not.
So,
Yeah,
and so the question is, where does Toney, if Toney is to leave, how much for and where, Jack? That's the question. Over to Jack Peterman, everyone.
I don't think Brentford sell him this coming year.
That's the worst option, Jack. Come on now.
I think that's I think if they were going down, he'd be forcing a move. But I think he's not. I wouldn't say. I don't think he's played badly necessarily, but I don't think he's shone to the point where he's going to be attracting the interest of like
Milan,
a club that would be viewed as like a step forward.
Is he a player that people think they can build around though? In a league where top strikers feel a little bit unavailable at times. Like to me, somewhere like Palace doesn't seem crazy, but is that a bit sideways for him?
They've already signed striker. They've got Edouard. They've got Mateta. Like Palace don't need goals.
I don't know if I agree with that really. I mean, you're probably right to a degree. So where to go? Brighton again. Brighton's a bit of a step sideways. Leicester.
I just don't think he goes
up the Vardy.
Yes, I know that's the boring answer.
Yeah, that is very much the boring answer.
I just explained why.
Well, then you need to send millions of pounds to Peterborough so we don't have to sell players. Then that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, are you relegated now?
Pretty much. We have won our last 2 games, so we might stay up. We won't. There's no chance we're going to stay up, but we might.
Let me ask a question to make this actually interesting. Would he be a good signing for United?
No.
Why? I don't think he would be a good signing for United.
They need young, ambitious players with a point to prove.
He's not that young.
Yeah, I was going to say
26?
26, 27.
That's, Kev, to you, that is young, mate. That's half your age.
A third. The weird thing with Toney is, like, he's quite good in FM in terms of, like, he's got 20 consistency, but...
All right, someone's made the point in my chat. Who's better? Right, well, kind of, and I'm going to change it. Who's better and more viable as a striker for a team out of Origi and Toney? Not hugely different players, I wouldn't say.
I'll take Ivan Toney, please.
One's about to be a free transfer. Who would people rather have?
Ivan Toney, please.
I mean, it depends on who I am.
Your Wolves. And Jimenez is off somewhere else.
Hey!
Oh, great point. Boris Nusiala, 94th minute. Always rated
coffee
Boris.
cups.
What a comeback by Leeds, the 2 goals after the 84th.
Love Boris.
That's great.
Heckin' love Boris.
Not a shot in the game. Well, I'm beaten so far. We'll take this.
It's a good match between Kevin and myself.
3rd trophy of the save. Lovely.
Has he won it now officially?
Yeah.
Well, he's the only one that's won a match. So I have a point. Ben has 2 points and Jack has a point, and he has 6 points because he's won both matches by a goal.
Yeah. Coffee cup champions. Love it. Put the reserves out for this last game now.
Somebody just made an argument that you'd rather sign Divock Origi for free than Ivan Toney at all, which obviously Kev wouldn't want.
Well, that's sort of the debate, right? Would you rather have Origi for free or Toney for 25? Most teams would take Origi, I reckon. But I don't know. Tony's a bit more of the front man, isn't he? Whereas Origi's obviously been
homegrown.
True. I don't know. I don't know if there's many teams out there that would like. Is he a Kane replacement? Toney, this is probably not, right?
I don't think Tony's as good as you think he is.
Oh, I'm sort of going off Kev here rather than me.
Yeah, I need him to go for mega money, please and thank you.
How many has he scored this year?
I think that Ivan Toney is in the classic spot where, like, he's a good striker, but he's just not a great striker.
He's the 6th highest goal scorer this season in the Premier League.
It's been a weird Premier League season for goal scoring, though.
Tottenham coming for Darwin Núñez. See you later, Darwin.
Get him gone.
27 mil. Oh, he'll tear out the Championship. I don't know. Like, the only people ahead of him in the league in terms of goals and goals per 90. Well, I guess just goals will do. Is Kane, Mane, Jota, Ronaldo, Son, Salah, and he's 6th on that list. Like, I
feel like you can take stats. Eye test wise, I think he's very good in a Brentford team that is largely built around supplying him, whereas the main man.
Most teams do that though.
I don't think most teams build around.
How many goals would he have scored in a team that was even better?
Don't you? I think most of them wish they could. I think most teams would want a player to do that for.
But I don't think most do.
I don't know. You literally have to go through the table and decide if they do or not. There's no other way to do that, really.
Man City, no. Liverpool, no. Chelsea, tried and failed with Lukaku.
They want to though.
But I'm saying, basically, the point I'm trying to make is I think Toney flourishes in that system, and I think it's very. There's not many teams who are a step above Brentford who could pivot, who would pivot their identity to play the same way that Brentford do to get the most out of him.
Maybe, but Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, United, West Ham, Wolves, Leicester, Brighton, Newcastle, Brentford, as you're mentioning. They're all teams that try and build around a striker to a degree, or at least have that focal point. Like Liverpool and City are kind of anomaly. Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, United, West Ham, Wolves, Leicester, Brighton, Newcastle.
About half the teams you've listed there have changed their manager in the last year.
Yeah,
I feel like different managers have different ideologies there.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a fundamental principle for most teams to play a system that is based entirely on their striker. And I think the league table and the fact there's so few players running away with goal scoring shows that there is, especially in the last 4 or 5 years, been a pivot in football into kind of how much you play around your striker and how much you expect the striker to fit within the overall mentality. You have to look at
Brentford are nearly promoted in the 12th. I reckon a lot of teams. I reckon if you'd offer Everton a fit Calvert-Lewin all season, or you'd give Burnley a bit more of a focal point, or Norwich or Watford, I don't think Pukki's got up to it. I think Watford could have done with one. I don't know. I think there's lots of. I disagree with your point that most teams don't do it. I think most teams absolutely do it, and Ivan Toney would be welcoming many of them. But I also take your point that not all teams are built around a striker. But
aren't half of Toney's goals penalties?
I mean, still your main striker. There's probably half of Kane's as well. I don't know if that matters really.
But I feel like if you're going to go, he's got 12 goals this season and half of them are pens. I actually don't know if half of them are pens.
I don't know. Yeah, he's good at penalties.
That's a handy skill to have.
Five of his goals are pens.
Did he win them? Well, how many of Ronaldo's are pens?
Hey, we won.
How many of Salah's are pens? I don't know.
I'd suggest not half of them, or close to half of them.
He's not scored as many as those two players either. Maybe they're bad examples. Pukki, Vardy, half of those pens. I honestly don't know. I'm just again asking.
I don't know. I just don't. I think Toney's a good player. I don't think he's a great player. I think at a club like Brentford is as good as it's going to get for him.
It's more the case of It's all a case of if someone's going to buy him and if he's going to move. Well done, Kev. You really did start us off here. If he is going to move, he's probably not going to look to go sideways or backwards. So you could only really look up at the teams around him. And also, I think ultimately your boring answer is probably right, but there aren't many. Like again, if you're looking at, if teams are looking at the top scorer list and they're looking for strikers, he's on the list and probably gettable for any of the teams that finish above him, which is sort of the point, I think.
Did I finish last in the coffee cup? I think I must have done.
Oh, Jack.
Did I get a wooden spoon or is it a teaspoon you get in the coffee cup?
10-man Kev.
Get a spoon.
Do you get like a little plastic disposable spoon?
Yeah, you get one of those little wooden stir things.
I'm trying to think of teams in the Prem who I think Toney could be a potential signing for, and the only one that really jumps out at me, possibly West Ham. Like Antonio got a really hot start to season, and he's got like 2 in his last 25. But then it's a case of would West Ham target him?
I don't know. I should clarify. I did say the exact thing you just said about the fact he had a really hot start and then sort of tapered off a bit. But
who are we talking about? Sorry,
Toney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a topic of conversation. That's all.
I don't think he goes to Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle.
Neither do I.
Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe he'll be amazing.
So I think what we've already concluded here is that Jack hates him. That's all I've heard.
Yes.
I also do think that and like some of his off-field antics, I think would probably leave some teams slightly wary.
I think his off-field antics are incredibly overblown.
Well, Toney's
for them.
Toney's, he doesn't even have a controversy section on his Wikipedia.
There's been like a couple of things where like he was caught. He was caught drunk.
He was just impressing a girl.
He was impressing a girl.
There's 2, and 1. I do not blame him for it all because he's got somebody that's come up to his window with a camera and is asking him what he does. To be clear,
I don't know what this one is. I was entirely referring to the previous one.
I don't know what either of these are.
Yeah, there's one where he's drunk at a club and he basically says Brentford's not a big club. The other one,
she's like, there's this girl, and she's like, say fuck Brentford,
Whoa!
and he's going fuck Brentford, man, but into a camera that she's holding, like trying to impress her. I'm not too clear. I just think that is slightly unprofessional. Now, people do dumb shit when they're drunk. But if I'm a football club,
don't have a go at yourself.
Yeah, I just get drunk and lose all my showdown games.
True.
It's a good time.
I feel like this is pretty true. I don't think any club would go, but remember that time we slagged off.
Well, no, but what I mean is, it makes me wonder what his character is like outside of that.
He's a hero. That's what his character's like.
I don't know. I feel like that position, it's easier for him to say fuck Brentford than to get into an argument about a guy that's slagging off Brentford. Sorry, Kev. Shouldn't have said Brentford.
I reckon Callum Wilson's better than Toney if Football Manager's taught me anything. Am I now being beeped out for saying Callum Wilson's better than Toney?
Talking nonsense.
You
get beeped for nonsense as well.
I would take a fit Callum Wilson over Ivan
Clip
Toney.
That, somebody, please.
I think they're quite comparable. I think that is kind of where you're at, and you look at how much Callum Wilson's moved for in his career. I think it's kind of similar.
My headset's just beeped because we're low on battery, so I'm going to go do a pit stop. It's going to be like F1.
Okay.
Someone time
Godspeed.
me. Time me.
Jack's really upset the Brentford massive in my chat right now, so I'm nervous.
He's a disgrace.
Right, shall we let Z pick up a topic?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how. We let Kev decide that we should talk about Ivan Toney for a long time.
If anyone's annoyed about Ivan Toney,
hello everyone.
If anyone's annoyed about Ivan Toney, then just know that was Kev's fault.
That's football I actually know about. I've seen him play many times.
Good. Not in the recent times though. Not recent times. Not last season or this season.
I've not seen him play since he left Posh.
Brilliant. Anyone else? Maybe the chat could come up with a topic. I'm happy for any chats. Guys, keep an eye on them. You know, we're just because I feel like people liked our conversational chatter last time about FM. So I think having turns out, and it's taken us 14 streams to figure out, but it's probably quite good to have some sort of conversational, topical points to
I mean,
make.
I really did enjoy the first 14 streams where I just made fun of everybody's transfer business by watching their streams.
I just signed a World Cup winner,
Good
everybody.
times.
Another one.
Good times. Favorite ice cream flavor? Now we're talking. I would go. I'd go
Monkey.
Mint chocolate.
Butterscotch.
Is it boring if I just say Ben and Jerry's cookie dough, or is that
honestly,
really
you
boring.
are so dull. Honestly, bloody hell.
Cookie dough's just elite though.
Boring and even less excusable. You did the clickbait earlier as well. If you're buying Ben and Jerry's, Mr. Rich.
Oh. I don't doubt it's good, by the way. I'm not saying it's not good.
I just have it as a treat, like once a month, Kev. I'm not buying a tub every week like you would.
Oh. Like Kev can't afford ice cream, so
I've
he's
seen
buying
in
toys.
Kev's vlogs what's in his cupboard. Half of it's just sweets.
Absolutely.
Kevin lives like a child.
I do.
Like Charlie Bucket.
He's never denied
Yeah,
it.
why would I? Everyone can see my office. Obviously, I live like a child.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by toys. I
will
love it.
say, I
How
don't
about
have
this?
a.
What is your favorite football food? Your football scran, which I know means like what you eat at a soccer match. Like, what's your favorite thing?
I eat before I go.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
I don't eat at football.
I'll eat outside the ground. I don't go to the football to hold
It's
food.
overpriced
That's not
in the
true.
ground.
You had a hot dog at Wembley, so don't lie.
That was just because I felt obliged to, because you were
Football
paying.
matches kick off at 3 o'clock. Who needs a hot dog at 2:30 in the
If
afternoon?
someone
It's
offers you a free hot
ridiculous.
dog, chat, you take that offer.
I'm sure I've told this story before. We were once at a Norwich game, like a cup game, because you can get tickets for that. And they're
Spat
like
the
a
cat
tenner.
there.
And yeah, not at this particular game, I don't think. It's when they, for those that want to know, it was when they lost to like MK Dons 4-0. If anyone wants to look it up, I was there. And at the row in front, someone's passing around a packet of peppermints. That really does sum up Norwich, which I'm not sure that's what Z was looking for.
My uncle always has
My
Werther's
favorite-
originals in his pocket. At the
What's
football.
For
yours,
the
Z?
record,
What's yours?
So I grew up in the what would be known as SEC country, which is like SEC is a college conference in college football, and the SEC is like life and death stuff. And I realize what I'm saying is foreign to most people listening, but hopefully it makes sense. And you tailgate for American football games, and then like a nice barbecue at the tailgate. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
The barbecue
See, now,
at the tailgate.
what you're referencing here is what when we all come to America and you take us on a tour. That's what I want to do.
I did dream about Zealand a couple of days ago.
Oh, interesting. Let's go. Sorry, Z. We're going to go to that now.
This Zealand in the bath again.
No, I've been reminded about the dream from this conversation.
Okay, well, over
bizarrely.
to I think on behalf of everybody, over to Jack Peachman. This is going to be mental.
It's
Go
not
on.
that interesting.
Here we go.
I had
What
a
was
dream.
going on,
Any
Jack?
chance you could draw
What
it as
happened,
well?
Jack?
Use that art degree.
I had a dream that Z invited me to go to Florida to watch
That
the
Luther
Lightning
King.
play the Leafs in the hockey playoffs, and it was Game 7, which doesn't make sense because the Leafs would have home ice advantage if this ever happened. But it
Oh
was Game
God!
7.
Even the story's boring.
And
Good
they lost,
Lord.
and I felt sad. And I woke up feeling sad, and I didn't know why. And now I've remembered. I dreamed that the Leafs lost in the playoffs to the Lightning.
Well, they probably would if they could make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yikes!
that got him.
Good. Well, on behalf of everyone,
I mean, they're
just wanna
likely to play
apologise.
one another in the first round.
Yep.
Anyway, that's what happened in my dream. It was sad.
Anyway,
So when are we going to America to have this barbecue then? I'm interested in barbecue.
But yeah, you mentioned the word barbecue. Kev's ears have pricked up.
I like hot meats.
Yeah, so the
Don't we
best
all?
barbecue,
Don't we
best
all?
barbecue sauce I've ever had is in Mississippi. It's a place called The Shed in the Mississippi
Take
Delta.
us there, then.
Oh, it's the best sauce.
Your mom
You can
sent me some
buy it.
Baby
You can
Ray's.
buy it in like
That was
milk
nice.
jugs. You buy the sauce in milk jugs, and you just take it home with you.
I
We
am.
had two jugs of The Shed at home for a long time.
I'm so down to go to America. Like, so I got Elle gave me the okay as well. She said it's fine, which I was stunned at, but I'm very happy for. Let's do it.
Now we just need a sponsor to pay for the trip.
It will be quite expensive.
This
to do.
documentary series that we're going to be making, us discovering America.
Flying, yeah, it'd be a great series. Flying to America is not cheap either. It's not a cheap
Get a
expense.
freight.
Pardon?
Get on a freight boat.
We could just
Well, it takes 2 weeks.
get a sponsor.
Yeah, that could be the.
I don't really want to be in a shipping container.
No, hear me out. Imagine the clickbait. We say we shipped ourselves to America in a shipping crate for 2 weeks, but actually we film on it for a couple of days, then we get a helicopter to America.
Better plan. Better plan. We ship you and we meet you there.
Is this Jack trying to reduce costs? Because he's just hired a helicopter.
I don't want to. I'm reducing time. Time is money.
I've got a big box we can post Jack in, and we'll meet him there.
I'll only do it if I get to wear the outfit that Z's animator made for me.
I'm getting a lukewarm reception to my idea from my chat.
If you step out in Boston wearing a red coat, they might just throw you back into the sea.
Sure. Look,
I wore a red coat in Boston for 2 weeks.
Now we could, between three of us, getting an Airbnb somewhere would be or a few of those along the trip would be easy.
Yeah, we need Zealand to plan our tour.
And that wouldn't be that cost.
I would enjoy the idea of planning a tour, bringing you guys around the United States, forcing you to go to an SEC football game would be one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
If YouTube are interested, we'll do this as a YouTube original. We're fine.
You and Kev will have to drive. Me and Jack don't drive, so.
Can we get a really obnoxiously big American car for me to drive?
I drive long haul all the time. I used to do it for
why don't we cycle it?
What are you talking about? It's America. It's massive. It's massive.
Yeah, you get electric bikes.
Again, Jack, you can cycle it after we've posted you there. We'll go in the car. It's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Miami to New York City, it's like 28 hours. What do you?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'd rather just go with Kev.
Someone suggested we get an RV.
An RV.
Oh God!
American road trip adventure.
I love camping.
As long as Kev's not wearing his Bane thing, I'm cool
reverse
with
Ted Lasso. No,
well,
I think would be
your
fun
options are I wear the Bane thing or I snore really loud in an RV with you.
I'll get an Airbnb.
The options are that you do neither and we kick you out and you sleep outside.
You're cycling. You ain't anywhere near the RV.
I share an RV.
I can put a tent in my bag.
I would like to pull Jack along with a rope tied to his back.
That was the image that was in my head. So I'll be on a bike. You can tie me to it. Just yank me along. It'll go great.
I want that rope to be long enough that I can't hear him complain.
I want Jack in rollerblades on the interstate system, hanging onto the outside of the RV. That's
if we want a bit of jeopardy, instead of rope, make it elastic so it can be launched.
Oh, I'm just like hammering the brakes constantly.
Traffic. This is an excellent. I just want to see Jack in roller skates now, to be honest with you.
Every time I hit 60 miles an hour, slam the brakes on.
We'll play some street hockey.
Right. I mean,
there's plenty of places to play street hockey.
I feel like we're putting sponsors off here rather than making them think this is a good idea.
We could call it Work the States.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm not going.
Well, I'll be the star on my skates. It could be Work the States or Work the Skates. Really, there's options.
LOLLUJO. Does that work?
Yeah, that's better.
LOLLUJO. God.
Yeah.
We can all have our own episodes titled after us.
I'm struggling here. Sorry about my shit name.
Whoa.
Okay. No one can possibly be offended by it.
I'm offended by it. It offends my sensibilities.
Does it? Because you use it a lot in the post-showdown meetings.
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure it does.
I save it up for when no one's listening. Oh, Francis Okoronkwo.
Kev, you just paid me $1 million for a recruitment analyst, by the way. $1.3 million in compensation.
I don't even know what any of that means.
Just got like
in the USA. That's fine. Been in the USA.
He's obviously a good recruitment analyst. I'm not involved in the recruitment of people like that. That's my director of football's job.
In the US. When do we play our first game? In a month's time. If we get there today, I'll pay for the whole trip.
Hooray.
I mean, okay, let's hustle.
It's just holiday.
Whoa.
It's just holiday to the first day of the season. It's fine.
I've got a lot of scouting to do. I'm so sorry. I know what I want as well, but I've just been chatting this whole time. We're not be focused.
What do you want?
A defensive midfielder.
Can I interest you in Ainsley Maitland-Niles?
No.
Oh.
So the defensive midfielder.
That's one of the many positions he can play.
Been there, done that. That's good.
I got stung today by import fees on a hockey jersey. Do you know how much I had to pay?
40 quid, probably 30, 40 quid.
Less than I had to pay on my wrestling figures 66. The other day. I had to pay
66 quid.
Actually, that might be roughly similar to what my import charges were on my wrestling figures the other day.
Did it always used to be like this, or is this a Brexit thing?
It's gone up.
I've been importing wrestling figures for years. I've never been stuck with a customs charge before.
I bought some hockey stuff from the American Fanatic site. I wonder how much the same stuff would be now. It was
buy
like,
again to find out.
Yeah, it was 24 quid last time. I wonder how much it is now.
Yeah, 66 quid to import. I just seem mad. It was like 8 quid in handling, and the rest is customs and VAT.
You see, now I'm curious. I want to find out.
It made me sad. I was like, I've already spent all the money on it. Like, you can't really go, no, thank you. I'm not going to pay the rest.
£54.
They're not going to
my
shift
customs
it back.
charge was for wrestling figures.
Crazy. I'm not saying Brexit was a bad idea.
So what we could say, what if we get a sponsor, then we could go to America, buy all the stuff that we would have to import, then just come back with it.
That's the whole point.
You'd have to get another suitcase, probably.
And that's how much is an extra suitcase on a flight? It's not
150 quid. It could be.
I mean, I'll buy lots of jerseys and it'll be fine.
Right, let me have a look.
Come on, sponsors. You know where we are. Send us to America.
I mean, I don't think any sponsors watch. I think we have to actively outsource this.
I mean, I have never approached a sponsor myself. They always come to me.
Well, brilliant. I mean, make sure we all include this in the video then.
Exactly.
Right.
Chris, leave this in.
Apparently, Burnley are winning 2-0.
They are.
We're going to send this to Skillshare. They'll send us to America.
So if I check this out and then say where I live, let's see how much this is.
Hey, NordVPN, I've got a good idea for an advert where we actually go to another country and show how good your VPN is. Yeah? Yeah.
So the hoodie I've looked at was £71 or $71, I should say. The total cost to get a hoodie that is $71 is $146. Holy smokes. It would have previously been about $100. So now an extra $42. The international expenditure has gone up. The VAT is then added afterwards as well because America are weird. Crikey. Corums. That's horrifying. $70 for a hoodie is also is already mental, right? I don't know, like 50 quid, 45 quid. Not that bad. That's pretty standard in America as well. For like a branded, it's a New York Rangers hoodie.
What's standard in America?
Like a hoodie being about $70. Like a branded sports hoodie. Yeah, it's about $70. But to get it over here would be 146.
Holy smokes.
So I'm not going to do it. But there is an international site where the cost of delivery is far.
Don't worry, you can buy it when we're there. It's fine. We're going.
Wear it the whole time. We'll be well off.
Going.
Just put it in your bag.
Oh.
Are you guys going to the Twitchcon in Amsterdam?
I am.
I don't know if you've ever.
I've already got my flights and hotel booked.
So I am in discussions with the people, including Sweet Left Foot, we might be looking at getting a group of us together to get an Airbnb bought, just have an FM streamer house for like a weekend.
I've already got all my stuff booked. I'm assuming Kev does too. But
yeah,
you guys can just come bunk for the house party on the Saturday night.
Can I bring my Bane mask?
No.
Oh.
We are gonna hire a doorman.
Are you?
I've got a special letter for my Bane mask saying I can have it as extra hand luggage because it's a medical device.
I was once.
I'm going to get it laminated and wave it at the people on the aeroplane.
I might have come back here at a point where you're discussing it. I've been on a flight before where my main bag was overweight. So to circumvent it, I layered up all my clothes I was wearing to get underweight. And I just had to carry around some clothes in my hand, like with my hand luggage separate.
I think a lot of people do that. Although when Ellie buys $70 worth of bath products from Bed Bath & Beyond for family members.
Wow, Bed Bath & Beyond's an institution.
Yeah, well, I didn't enjoy paying $100 because it was overweight.
Would have probably been cheaper in import fees.
Yeah, you should have just posted it.
Brilliant. I didn't think of that one queuing up at the kiosk, I'm afraid.
What, did they not
have any of you got any stressful airport
stories? No, it was 10:30, Kev. It wasn't going to happen, mate.
Stressful airports. So I have.
Yeah, they don't do breakfast at McDonald's in Spain.
And watched it take off, but I wasn't able to actually get on the plane because I checked in too late. Oh. That's my traumatizing.
But you were late for something.
I can't imagine that.
I know. No, I had an absolute temper tantrum. It was awful. I was
I had
so
to have a
mad.
hamburger for breakfast at a Spanish airport.
Is there a chance that someone has it filmed and one day when you're big time it will come out?
Well, no, okay. I'm not a public temper tantrum guy. I mean, I called my friend and I was like, I'm suing the airline.
I thought you were going to say I called my lawyer.
It was a very small airport, right? It was the Charlottesville airport, which where I went to college. In Charlottesville, it's like one gate, right? And so you were supposed to legally check in 30 minutes before the flight. It takes about 30 seconds to get through security to get to the plane. And so I show up like 25 minutes before my flight. They don't let me check in. So I have to spend time at the desk holding the whole lineup, rebooking for the next flight 3 hours later, paying the changing fee, whatever. And then I do all of that, then go through security, then sit and watch the plane that I had booked a spot on board after that. It was so painful.
Yikes.
Should have cycled like Jack would.
Yeah. Cycle across the lounge.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. I should have just grabbed my bicycle and just ridden it on down to Tampa.
Exactly.
What are you doing, Mr. Peachman?
I'd like Tarkovsky, please.
I just won 13-0.
Okay.
I don't know.
13-0.
This is pending Lorente leaving, I should say. I'm
on tour in China right now.
Wait for him to leave and make a proper offer.
That's the amount you've asked for. That is the proper offer.
Not from you, it's not.
What do you mean? Are you expecting more from me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do it then. I'll just get someone else who's transfer listed. Solis, who was like the same price.
Okay. Let me just up Tarkovsky's body to 15 million while we're here. I can't let him go for that. It's way too cheap.
One of you should sign Maitland-Niles, probably.
You mean Maitland-Niles?
No.
What?
I love that for you. Love that.
It's so good.
What's happened?
Quoting Tom FM.
No, he said Matalan.
Never heard of him anyway.
He said Matalan, Neil, not Matlan.
No, he said Matalan.
Yeah,
Ainsley Matalan Nils.
It's Ainsley Matlin Nils.
Yeah, but it's Matalan as in the place, the shop in the UK.
That's even worse than I realised.
You're wrong on purpose.
Is that as bad as Buzz Lightyear?
It's pretty, that one, no. No, it's not.
That's
Buzz
mental.
Lightyear.
I don't think we brought that up last week and probably the week before, but Blanco deserves to be fully exposed for that.
Yeah,
I need as many people as possible to know about this.
It's like Joe's Chester drawers, as in the place Chester.
I wonder if there's anyone watching who's having the realization, wait, it's not Lightyear?
Oh, it's not. It's not Buzz Lightyear.
Wait, stop.
Seems unlikely.
I've just come back and I'm annoyed. What's happened?
I'll just come back and I'm annoyed. Well, I have really bad news for you.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, yeah, it's the Blanco thing. He's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What a wally. You're not claiming that you also say Buzz Lightyear, surely?
No, I'm just really emotionally invested in the idea of people not knowing stuff like that because I really love the story of the girl that didn't know unicorns were fake until she was like 21 because she just never happened to run into a conversation or instance where somebody said they were fake.
That's quite sweet, though.
Yeah, it's so innocent.
There's definitely things you could be more like. If there's things you can't know or shouldn't know about or don't know about, that's not that bad. That's pretty harmless.
Are the tickets even on sale for Twitchcon Amsterdam yet? I don't know.
Think so. The longer it goes before they put the tickets on sale, the less likely I am to get a ticket to the actual thing, and I might just mooch around in the general area. Knowing that
you are such a moocher as well, aren't you?
I love mooching.
Oh, you are such. Yeah, the more I think about it,
Absolutely love mooching.
If there's one person that shows up in their Twitch partner T-shirt, it's going to be LOLLUJO.
I don't have a Twitch partner T-shirt.
Oh, neither have I. Have you got one?
No, I don't. I just know that's
good.
Like, yeah, it's the cheesy thing to wear when you go to.
If Kev did have one, he would absolutely.
I never got the Twitch care package they sent out because I was getting all my emails in Turkish at that point. And
do you want me to make that worse?
Yeah, look, you got 8 probably.
I've got 2 of them.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I assume it was in one of my Turkish emails during my 18 months of Turkish emails.
Oh, apparently TwitchCon tickets were on sale. I don't know if they were in Europe though. I won't be going, but I hope everyone else has a lovely time.
Can we set you up on an iPad on wheels and pretend you're there and just walk you around on FaceTime?
Yeah, but it sounds like a lot of low effort for me, to be honest.
That'd be fun. Take
For
Ben
sure.
out to dinner in Amsterdam.
I find, and someone says, why am I not going? I find people quite annoying. I'm not saying the people that I know that will be there will be annoying. I just think Twitch streamers in public, and there'll be a lot more of them than there will us, will annoy.
Manny, thank you for the raid. I don't know how to pause them lot talking. Thank you, much appreciated. Welcome along, boys and girls. It is Network Game O'Clock. You join us in a transfer window. I've already done all my business, and we're just waiting for Zealand, so it'll be a while.
Will be. I don't know if it will be or not. But as someone that went to a lot of YouTube meetup and convention things when I was 18 to 22, I feel like I did about 15 of them.
I think it's different though. Twitch is like entirely gaming based. It has that as a foundation.
you'll be there.
Plus, you could come and hang out with us in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Hooray!
exactly. Right. If you want me to go, don't put me off with things like that. You do it like you've won a competition.
I could go and learn about the devil's lettuce, as I keep getting told about.
No, I just don't really fancy it. Do you know what? I say this as someone that had a lovely time with friends, like recently in London. I had a great time. I don't want to sour that by going to Twitchcon and not having fun.
Oh, we'd make sure you had fun. I'd tickle you quite a lot.
You wouldn't tickle me. You wouldn't.
You'd love being tickled by me.
I'd deck you. There's no chance you're tickling me.
Only one way to find out. I'll see you in Amsterdam. Tickle off.
If you want to tickle me that much, come to my house. I'll give you my address.
Deal.
Deal. All right, good. Good. You won't be coming to my house.
I'll bring all my tickling paraphernalia.
I'm so deeply troubled by all of the words I've heard here today.
Well, Kev has just threatened to tickle me, and I'm not worried.
Goodness, Kev, if he wasn't going to go before, now all of a sudden he's got the imminent threat of being tickled by LOLLUJO the moment he walks
I've got to tickle somebody else.
I think Amsterdam looks like it's really close.
Volunteers contribute.
I know he's coming from America, but getting a flight to Schiphol is arguably less painful than doing it from Norwich, honestly.
You could get a boat. It's not that far.
Right, get a boat. Unless Jack's on it on roller skates behind, I'm not doing it.
No, it's water skis. Now we got to put him on water skis and just throw an elastic cord behind the boat.
I've actually, on Flight Simulator, I've actually done Norwich to Schiphol.
Well, there you go. Now you know how easy it is. Did you successfully land when you got there?
I will say, it's across water and it's bloody boring. It's not, and I did it at night as well. It wasn't fun. Doing Heathrow to Paris.
Why did you do it?
Yeah, you know how to have fun on Flight Simulator.
I thought I'd just see what my home area looks like at night. And I thought, I might as well just go all the way to Holland. That won't be far. It's 3 hours.
No, I think I'm going to get the Eurostar. The actual plan is I'm going to go to England for like probably 5 days to a week before.
Come to Ben's house to tickle
him. No, legit, you can come to mine. Yeah. Like, I'd see you in England. That's not a problem. See there, not a problem. And look, Kev won't be there. So
no, I'll come along and tickle you. With Zealand there to film.
Shut up. You pick the spot. I'll be there. I'll travel anywhere in England unless you say Edinburgh and you claim that's England because it's not.
Honestly, that's kind of hilarious. I was about to say Edinburgh.
Yeah,
just said England.
I really want to go to Edinburgh, but I don't want to go.
Tell me you've been to Edinburgh.
Well, look, it's my birthday on the 10th of July. We should have my 40th birthday party that I'm not having, but I can have one if Zealand's going to be there.
I know, you think Kev's a bit irritating online. He's so much worse in real life.
I'm not. I'm quiet in real life. I don't say anything in real life. Turn this camera off and I'll just sit in the corner on my phone. You know this to be true.
He literally will. You give Kev a Game Boy and he'll just sit in the corner.
If that's not sold it, Z, I don't know what will, mate.
Yeah, no, now I'm absolutely in. Ooh,
so I'm having my 40th birthday party in Edinburgh. And Zealand's going to be there. Oh,
Chambers
wonderful.
On the train line, Colchester. Anyway,
normally people have to pay a lot for that, so it's a big day.
Ben's paying. It's my birthday.
No, I'm definitely not. You've got all the money in the world.
I'll tickle you.
Again, this is a weird threat to make. As a 48-year-old man, you really need to stop.
I'm 39. We're both men in our 30s.
Not for long, apparently, and that makes me happy.
Ow! I keep stabbing myself with my pen.
Old age.
Why is it not the season yet? Who is responsible for this?
Colchester Zoo is excellent. Big fan of Colchester Zoo.
Could have my 40th birthday there.
Would you want to meet Dogsy? Cool.
He doesn't care.
What happened? Sorry, I was muted. So
He's
if you're
not.
trying to talk to me-
Stephen's not
No,
muted.
so-
That was just his
I
answer.
I said to Z, would you like to meet Doug? And there was just silence. So, whatever. He didn't respond. I think he's muted though, which I won't tell Doug because Doug would be heartbroken if that was the case.
I can't wait to play Minecraft with Doug.
He's not that far away, probably.
You have to play like adventure mode where it removes all the enemies.
Just play peaceful, whatever it's called, peaceful.
That's
mode.
true. Yeah, you could just play peaceful mode.
He's bloody great. Is our Doug? I'll pick him up.
I thought you were about to say he's a bloody gamer.
No, he's
a bloody
so
gamer,
good.
our Doug. He's diamond in Valorant already. Natural born gamer.
Natural born gamer.
Now he's not muted. I'll ask him. Would you like to meet Doug Z?
Yeah.
Okay, no, just
That was
say no next
I was
time.
also thinking there.
Just say no next time.
I honestly did
that.
I love hanging out with I vibe with kids that are not babies but are like not old enough to think that hide and go seek stinks.
Okay.
Like all my cousins are in that age range.
Who thinks that hide and go seek stinks?
You know,
It's all right for Zealand to call it that, but you shouldn't be calling it that.
I've not hit that age yet, Z. I've been playing hide and seek for the last 28 years, and I think Ben's muted up. Ben's had enough of this conversation.
He said it no. He's probably yeah. I actually legitimately just took a second to process what he asked. I assumed
He's heartbroken.
That if I hung out,
He's heartbroken.
I assumed that if I hung out with Ben, I was going to meet Doug. Of course.
No. See, that's it. If he comes to my house, yeah, he'll probably be there because he lives there. But if we go somewhere else, then not as likely.
No, I'll probably swing by your house at some point in that 5 to 6 days. I think I'm just going to rent a car and just zip all over. I don't know what I'm going to do. Or I'll just take the trains. I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I haven't mapped it out at all. I just know that I'm going to go to like London and around before I go to Amsterdam. Since I'm already over there, guess we'll do that.
Network game live and in person.
Streaming now that I learned how that actually works.
Are we going to do it as a LAN somewhere?
Yeah.
Where can we do it as a LAN? Where's the neutral place to do it? That's the problem.
Peterborough.
Not for Jack, it's not.
No, London.
Stevenage.
We do it at Holly's house.
Oh, Holly will be fine
I'm sure
with that.
she'd invite us all over. Yeah,
She'll just have to clean up the confetti first.
South Coast. Hastings? We could do it at Hastings.
Love Hastings. Big battle there back in the day.
Yes, and a place called it. No, I don't know where the neutral place would be. Milton Keynes?
Someone suggested Nerdphonics house. There you go. There's the solution.
Nerdphonics could get a bus and pick everyone up.
He loves that.
We could go to the Harry Potter studios in Watford.
Yeah.
I've been there. Last time I went there, I was involved in a car crash on the way home. So
that doesn't happen every time. That's not part of the experience.
Look, you can't guarantee my safety. I think it's cursed.
I've not been for a while.
Would somebody cast a spell on you? Or
yes, whilst I was there. That's the only explanation as to how I got in a car crash on the way back.
They built a whole new bit.
Patronum!
What's your Patronus, Z?
Oh, I don't know. I took the quiz one time. I don't know what my Patronus is.
I don't know what mine is either, actually. We should all do the quiz together.
No, I've already done it. I just have to go to
what's the site? Harry Potter
is that what it's called?
That's true, actually. Ben, you could always do the quiz during the European weeks. Just do different Harry Potter quizzes whilst we play.
I do.
I'll do some Sporkle while you're in Europe.
No, that would be, dude.
What house are you?
Well, I was thinking,
my Patronus is a sparrow.
Jack. I don't know what my Patronus is, but
that's quite sophisticated.
Sparrow.
I'm not proud of it, but I was Gryffindor on the thing, which annoyed Ellie.
If we all had to be in different houses, who's taken up which house's spot?
You are definitely Ravenclaw. Kev is definitely Hufflepuff.
I was a Hufflepuff when I did the quiz.
And Z is a Slytherin.
What does it mean to be a Ravenclaw? I feel like Gryffindor and Slytherin are the cool ones, then the other two are just kind of on the side.
I have a Hufflepuff pop socket.
Relevant.
Of course you do. Again, how old?
I mean, I like to have things.
My chat are discussing, Z, the fact that your Patronus must be an American bald eagle. And I'm inclined to agree.
And he says stop stereotyping Z. He's his own person, right? Don't just define him because he's American.
Oh my god.
Wait, Z's American.
About me.
Yeah,
everybody.
Very hard.
I thought you were just putting on an accent and flexing because I can't do accents.
No, yes, you can.
No, that's not what I'm doing, actually.
No, you could do Scouse. Do your Scouse.
I can't do any accents. We're not doing this.
No, Jack's got a really good Scouse. We're not continuing.
We're not doing any. I'm not doing any accents.
Can you just work the accents for a bit, please?
No.
That's all I need.
No.
See,
Right,
I read this in the last possible way. Your English accent sounds like an American trying to do an English accent. And
I'll tell you what, it is actually, it's good enough that I can go around when I'm in England and people will not know who I am. Like,
Strong
would
disagree.
They're being polite. They are being polite.
No, I'm serious. I can get away with it.
No, you can't.
Now it's Australian. Now it's Australian.
Yeah, it's always been Australian.
No, I can get away with it. You wouldn't believe this, but I can do it.
Yeah, is that what I sound like to you? That's interesting.
You just did it. What do you mean? No, it's fine. It's fine. We're all friends.
Now, what I've been told a lot is it's very posh.
Nope.
Yeah, you sound like a posh Aussie. All right, there you go. But the people that say,
People have been so polite
it sounds Australian, they feel like they've never been to Australia before.
No, I'll tell you who you sound like. And this is spot on, by the way. It sounds, if anyone that's ever watched Shark Tank in Australia, there's a guy on Shark Tank in Australia. You sound like him. And I think he's like British, but has lived in Australia.
There's I can't do an Australian accent.
Let me find
New
Let me find him.
do
Those
either
have
of
seen Shark Tank in Australia, which I'm sure is everybody here, so this will be perfectly relevant.
Yeah, no, well, obviously in the United States, the perfect evening television show is the US Shark Tank, followed by the Bangladeshi Shark Tank, and then we follow that with the Australian Shark Tank. So we really knock all three out. The big three is what we call it.
I'm going to need him to talk. That's crucial. Oh, come on, talk. God.
Hello?
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
Obviously not you, right?
I unmuted. Heard you come back to say I need him to talk. Then no one else was saying anything, so I assumed you were waiting.
No.
Now, Ben, Coutinho is available. So if you're a realistic football manager player, you will be trying to sign him.
So he's got Makoko.
Oh, is your chat doing the thing where they suggest players that we've all already got?
No. I'm trying to find this person talking. I can't remember his bloody name.
I'm so confused.
This is one of those. Well, who Z sounds like when he does an English accent.
Ah.
That's not him. That's just an Australian man. So's that. Oh, here he is. Oh, move along. Andrew Banks. Right, I'm going to get. Honestly, this literally isn't worth it at this point. But we're here now. We're locked in. Yes, this is him. Right, this is what Z sounds like.
I'm not hearing anything. I'm very sad.
That's right. There you are. So that, again, absolutely not worth it. You can't hear it because it's just on my stream. And while we're on Zealand, Shannon, Z is really like, if you ever watch this person talk, you will know exactly what I mean. Z is really like Josh Brolin in the way that Z talks and stuff. It's really weird. And if you don't know who Josh Brolin is the guy that played Thanos.
It's Thomas Brolin's brother off of the 90s.
Yes, good. Oh, God, that's Stephen Colbert. Mute it. But no, Josh Brolin's really like Z, and it scares me a lot.
Is it the first day of the new season yet?
Anyway, if you know, you know.
Why is Jack trying to sign more wingers? What's he up to?
I don't know, mate. What I've just done there absolutely wasn't worth my time or anyone else's effort. I can only apologise.
He must be selling Rafinha. Come on then, let's do a football.
Is that what you say when there's awkward silence?
What I say when I want football to be done.
I imagine Z and Jack are doing some really cool stuff. I can't. I bet they are. I can't do anything.
I've already done all my business. Yeah, I didn't really need to be here tonight. I could have just set the game up.
Signings, Ben. Yeah, we've made some. We've done a bit. We brought in Hannibal, Perrin, and Dwight McNeil. It's been a good night of transfers, really.
Right, what is Zealand doing? Deciding whether or not to add people to his shortlist. He's hovering over Julian Brandt. Doesn't know which shortlist to add him to. Oh, he's choosing different options. He's gone on the good players shortlist for 1 year. There we go.
Wow.
Next player. This is now Toro. He's got to look at all of his attributes.
Oh, you're casting at this point, are you? I see.
Now he's deciding which shortlist to add him to. Next player. My word. My goodness me, what is happening here?
It's a very game-changing bench, actually. I'm pretty happy. My squad's pretty good, you know. I'm in position to have a good season. That's all that matters, really.
Sorry, I spoiled the fact that I could hear Kev's commentary. I was just, I was just clicking onto a bunch of different screens trying to get a reaction. Kev.
Oh,
you are a monster. I just want to play a football match.
That is far too much to ask on Football Manager. You're going to have to lower your expectations.
I mean, you're shortlisting so many players that you're not going to sign.
My first match is against Jack as well, so I'm excited.
Okay, question for the group. Z, you don't have to tell me who they are, just so I know. How many transfers are you likely to make in this transfer window from here?
1 to 2.
Okay. Jack?
Ins and outs.
Mainly ins, because that's what you have to look for ins.
Yeah, I'm looking at ins and outs. I'm at like 1 to 2. Most of my outs are handled. I've already got an offer down on like one more person. Ins and outs 1 to 2.
Do you know who those people are, then, Z? To be clear,
it is possible if I but yes, right now I do. Yeah.
The point I'm making is we are at the 24th of July. If we spend the next hour or less than an hour even doing transfers, we probably get to some actual matches. Now, I don't want to tempt fate, but I think if there's a possibility that we can, for the next hour, continue a bit quicker and not worry too much about who's coming in if we've already highlighted players, even if you haven't signed them by the point of the first game of the season, you will still have about 2 weeks to do it. We've still got a deadline day. Like, it doesn't. They don't have to happen now unless they are starting players, which I could understand the importance of. My point is, me and Kevin need something to do. So,
Sporkle.
If we can, no, I can't just play sport. I could, but I can't. I shouldn't just play sport.
GeoGuessr.
I will. All three of you guys can work on a country quiz, and I'll compete against all three of you.
Then who's playing Football Manager?
Can we do this another day?
Gartic Phone? Been 2 seasons. Is it time?
My Gartic Phone. No, I don't know what's wrong with just continuing.
I'm very rarely the person we're waiting on, with the exception of that one scouting report I was going through, and then I heard Kevin talking and I turned it into a joke. But
you're a funny guy. A funny guy.
Thanks,
man. I just think there's progress to be made here. Without me having to go constantly.
I've handled a lot of my fancy business has been handled.
I am still doing transfer stuff. You might have asked Z what transfers he's doing. I'm still in the market.
Well, how many?
Well, Lorente is about to leave for 20 million. Soleil's coming in. I might need to get another centre back in. I've got Francisco Trincao pending, but that depends on if Ryan Kent wants to sign for a fraction of the price.
That's fine, but you're
7 hours of transfer window to do all this.
I have not been the one we've been waiting on most of the time here.
I also feel like that. So I'm just smash and continue right now. I applied for Williat Swedberg's work permit. I've got a really good squad this year. I'm feeling good about it. So we can get after it.
I've now taken Camavinga off my shortlist.
Oh, but he's still available. Just for the right price.
I disagree. It won't be the right price anymore.
Just gonna apply for a work permit on Luca again.
This is what he's been doing all summer. How can you do it so often
I don't know, but I'm not
It's
questioning it
like
because
glitched. I think he just keeps applying.
I think the issue I've
the
got
word
is
permit.
I don't know when the tick over date's gonna happen. They actually like reevaluate if he can get it or not.
You're going to bankrupt the club with all these £20,000
Literally.
permit
Hey,
applications.
William Swedberg got a work permit. How's Luca doing?
Well, I mean, this is just upsetting now. I'll be honest.
First try, lads.
Lucas' work permit's been rejected again. I'm fine.
Does he have to wait 90 days now?
Where are you loaning him out to? You just have to loan him out to a decent league to get
No
playing
one
time.
wants to loan him. I've tried loaning him out. I'm only getting offers from second-tier teams in Spain, and that
What
ain't
do you
getting him a
mean?
work permit.
I made a loan
Even
offer
if I
for
found
him.
it.
Get an affiliate in like Portugal or something and just throw him there.
He's amazing at Hanover, Jack. You should really get a work permit for him.
I'm bloody aware.
Hey, congrats on Ryan Kent though. Big pickup.
Well, I got Marcus Edwards as well, and Soleil's about to come too.
You're padding that wing then.
You just can't go to the training camp.
I keep delaying the Trincao deal, but I don't think it's happening.
Umar Soleil. There you go.
You're welcome. I told you to sign him.
But you did actually.
Chief Scout Kev.
Kev, you should do guide videos.
I'd be very good at them, but I don't want to. I don't want to bankrupt Zealand.
For any, he was as good as
That's very kind
Tarkovsky.
of you. Thank
That's a
you.
shame, isn't it? It rose.
Got one spot to register another signing.
Right, so you've got one transfer.
Maitland Niles
Great.
then sounds like the man.
I believe you mean Maitland Niels.
Matalan.
If I call him any of these things, will you
Niles.
sign him from me?
No.
But you do have history for signing the players I don't really want anymore.
True. I've still got 29 million to spend.
Would you look at you go?
And
Thank you for all the subs that are coming in. My mute button isn't working properly, so I have to do it manually. I can't drop out and thank you all individually the way I normally would, but it is appreciated. Thank you very much, boys and girls.
Kev's second channel.
true.
I was muted and then came back and heard someone talking about my amazing second channel.
Apparently, it's valued at 38 million. That's what I heard.
Lovely.
Julian Brandt is still
I'll
available.
take half of that if anyone wants to make an offer. I'll sell it.
I'm looking at players, thank you.
Anthony Martial, £1 million. Interesting.
Chat, mate. Kevin, come on, mate.
Well, I'm just rejecting an offer of £1 million for a £15 million player.
All right, okay. I was bidding how many goals he scored.
Well, he didn't play, so he wasn't going to score goals, was he?
Oh, is that you don't play him? So it'd be foolish of me to accept to want any more. And that goal was scored in the cup as well.
Well, I paid 15 million for him when he wasn't playing at Chelsea.
Should have let me have him then, rather than paying him a silly wage and wanting now too much money for him.
Silly wage? He's a cheap wage. He's only on 83 grand.
83 grand for a player you don't use.
Yeah, it's one of my lowest paid reserves.
Financially irresponsible. In profit are you over there, Everton, or?
He's genuinely in the bottom half of my wages.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be in the top 10 of mine.
You're a madman. Yeah, we're doing all right. We've only got £729 million worth of debt.
Would anyone like to loan Boris and pay his wages?
I've already offered to loan him twice this summer.
You want to pay me 500 quid a month for the honour?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a youth player. I'm offering to develop a youth player for you.
Oh, that's generous.
You should be paying me, really.
He is under 21 for the Belgium national team. He is ready made.
Why aren't you using him?
Because he's not as good as Rafinha. And I signed Angelo.
Get Rafinha out, mate. You can't worry about that. Phone me now.
Can we hit continue, please?
Yeah, just wait for Kev.
Already have ages ago.
It's Ben and Z.
I'm ready.
You and continue.
Well, it doesn't matter if Theo pressed it.
See what Zealand's doing.
He's negotiating a contract for a guy who has come up to he wants to negotiate a contract. So a little unforeseen drama, perhaps.
Just release him.
You're not allowed that, Z, here.
Just release him.
I got the contract done pretty quickly. You know, we settled our business. Smash and continue again.
Right, well, you know what, Kevin, do you want to come up with another topic for us all? The Toney one was surprisingly good.
I am quite a topic smith.
Okay, then
Topic Smith. You know what?
Topic
That
Smith.
sounds like a really shitty game show, doesn't
Whoa,
it?
whoa,
Welcome to the Topic Smith. Dramatic theme tune music.
I'm going to write that down. That sounds like an excellent podcast name.
Change me and Jack. It really is annoying. Like, he's just trying to alter who we are. You agreed to do this network save. You knew how foul-mouthed we were.
I'm not trying to change you. I'm carefully editing your swearing out.
I'm not sure you're editing it when you're.
I'm timing it as best I can.
Yeah.
I have got quick reactions. This is why I don't play your online shooty games, because my reactions aren't so fast.
No. I think that would be a great YouTube series, by the way.
What?
If we four played online games together.
Overwatch 2 comes out next week.
Because I'd just be really bad at them and I'd be sad.
Take it back. Pardon?
Overwatch 2, everyone?
No.
I'd be really bad at them and I'd be sad about it. I prefer it when I
doesn't
win.
hold you back with Football Manager.
Well, I win that consistently.
We let you win. Galactic Phone is.
I don't know that you
game.
have much to do with it.
I have a winning record against you, Kevin.
Yet you still can't stop me winning showdown after showdown after showdown.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate I've never been drawn against you in the knockouts. Like the script writers just don't allow it. It's plot armor.
Ben, thoughts on the script writing for the next showdown?
I know exactly what's going to happen. If that helps.
Well, we're just discussing the fact that the writers have never actually given me a knockout game versus Kev, and have a winning record against him. And
because you always finish bottom, and I refuse to finish top.
You never get far enough.
And then you're gone by the semi-finals.
Finish bottom. I literally have the highest points total ever.
I finish third or fourth every time. You have to finish fifth or sixth to play me in the knockouts because you're getting knocked out in the quarterfinals as usual. So you get one opportunity per showdown.
I mean, if you could just, get in an elimination game, and I'll
which
get
is never going to happen, is it?
No, I mean, it very nearly happened last time.
It did not. I finished third.
It very nearly happened last time.
I finished third.
Yeah, whatever you say, mate.
Slapping him around. I just beat Real Madrid to a signing. How about that?
Woo! Who was it?
Alberto Molero.
Jordan Pickford's leaving the club. Hooray! That's what he gets for costing me a Champions League spot.
I'll tell you what, my tour of Germany's going bloody well. Let me tell you.
Oh, I smashed the Chinese team I played, so.
Did we get another topic, or did I miss that?
So there was the topic of the best U.S. young goalkeeper might play for Poland instead of the United States.
Oh, no. What a catastrophe.
17-year-old Gabriel Slanina. He's a regular starter in the MLS at 16, and he basically is the heir apparent to being the next great American goalkeeper, but he was born and raised in Illinois too, but the Polish national team's recruiting him.
And can we continue, please, mate?
Yeah, I think Beckham Sunderland is the next best thing to come out of US soccer in goal, actually. But whatever.
What about Romeo Beckham? He's been great for Inter Miami's reserve team.
I'm not as confident on him, I'm afraid.
You're not high on Romeo.
The spoon has gone to Germany.
That's a shame.
But let's face it, how surprised were you that I knew who Beckham Sunderland was? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who Beckham Sunderland is.
Well, get on my level then.
I'm just clearly not. So I need to.
You obviously don't follow that his career. That's fine.
I don't. No, you're right. I have no idea who we're talking about here.
I've got to say, Jordan Pickford's career move to Mines in this save game really is.
I'm disappointed.
I got cross with him.
Move.
Fell out with him.
Great. He did well for you last year.
He cost me a spot in the Champions League.
Got you a 7.11.
Are you looking at the silly little numbers again? This is why you'll never win at this game.
I mean, you did worse last season when he did better. So I mean, that's more of an issue with the people in front of him.
Oh, yes.
It's his fault we didn't get into the Champions League. He threw it away. He's an idiot.
Everton throwing money in for Kim and Jay. Oh,
that's nothing to do with me. That's my director of football. I'm not having that.
No 25 million for Kim and Jay.
I'm trying to find a third choice goalkeeper now.
Only winning 3-0 because
now I've sold my third choice goalkeeper.
That's pretty poor for Burnley there.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because this makes the league table a little bit more interesting. If you're Everton or Leeds, you don't feel very comfortable right now. Still 2-0 apparently. It's been ruled out. But still, it's still 2-0.
Tell you, Ben Mee, heck of a manager. He's still coaching. Did they actually like? Is he just coaching the team the rest of the year for Burnley?
I don't know, but for everyone that says that Sean Dyche shouldn't have been sacked, what are they saying tonight? Are they like, do they still think it's absolutely disgusting, or have Burnley's board and ownership got exactly what they were hoping for? That's, I mean, riddle me that.
Thought provoking as always.
Yeah. Because I'm sure people would argue, well, he'd have beaten Southampton. Well, he couldn't beat Norwich, so.
Fair point. Hugo Lloris has been poor in training. Do you guys have any you recommend anything? Any remedies?
Sell him to Everton.
Sorry, what's happened?
Hugo Lloris has been poor in training. I was asking if they had any remedies.
I don't think he's very good in FM generally. I think he's. I go back to me and Jack played something once. Jack didn't we, like a draft thing, and he was awful for both of us or one of us or something. Mate, Tottenham have to play Wickham this year. Looking at that, it's no disrespect to Wickham, but that's a league game. I don't like everyone's outraged by the Sean Dyche sacking. I think it's relatively justified. I think
the timing makes it weird.
I think the fact that so I don't think the timing does make it weird. I think the fact they didn't have a ready-made replacement other than Ben Mee makes it weird. But I think actually him leaving is not that bad, really. Right. I don't know. I think if you're a Burnley fan, you're quite sad about it. But if you think it'll give you, like, after tonight, you're probably going, well, it'll win.
It does look like the Burnley owners who have just bought the club with loans are just looking to asset strip and flip it, and now they're panicking because they might go down. See,
Paul in the chat just said that if Burnley go down, who would you want to try and get them out? Dyche. But I don't agree with that, really, based on the fact that Burnley have spent the last however many, me and Z talked about on the podcast, we really are killing the podcast here. Burnley have spent so long being like not an underachieving, but like the underdog, and being like defensively sound and going into games not wanting to be the aggressor, and to change your mentality up to suddenly being a side that actually have to try and take over and control games and be in them and I say control them. Like someone like Norwich is way better set up for that because they've bounced around so often. They're so much more used to doing it. Some of those players. Where I don't know if Burnley and Dyche are ready to do that.
Dyche has got Burnley promoted twice before.
Yeah, but not
Championship.
Yeah, when was the last time though?
2013, 2014.
Yeah, and I'd argue football's changed a lot in 8 years, and I don't necessarily think he's set up. Like
I think if you're looking for people who've done it in the last 8 years, like there aren't that many available.
No, but I'm saying they want an attacking manager. I'm not saying they have to have someone that's promoted, but you have to have a forward-thinking, progressive attacking manager in that circumstance.
I think if you want to like change the club's identity, though, then do it at the end of the year. Give them the best chance of staying up, doing what they do.
But with him in charge, they weren't looking likely to stay up. Did you have them to stay up 2 weeks ago?
After the set of results, after they beat Everton, I think Everton are still going to go down.
Do you? So
yeah, I think Everton
they need
are in
me
danger.
to rescue them.
Everton's last few games are bad.
That's true, but Burnley are also bad. So that's, I mean, maybe you're right. Everton, recently have had a couple of good results. I think they'll lose to Liverpool, but I don't know. I don't think that Sean Dyche sacking is like outrageous. I really don't.
I think if you're doing it for the reason of changing the club identity, though, then you do it. You don't do it now.
Well, that's a broader point. If they were to go down, I'm saying right now they're looking for a change in dynamic. I imagine within the squad, within the management, and they're trying to do anything they can to force some change. They clearly felt with Dyche in charge that they were going to go down, otherwise they wouldn't have sacked him. So they were looking for a reaction from the players, from like whoever's in charge of training.
I think that's one hell of a gamble. As I said, I think the ownership group have literally bought the club to flip it, and they're just asset stripping. I mean, that's what I think. Money is what is actually just driving the decision. I don't think it's a decision. I think you're probably right in the sense it's a decision made to try and keep them up, but I don't think it's a longer term decision. And if it is that, then I think you wait. Also, Bielsa's just gone to Man City in our save game, which has left Liverpool without a manager.
When you're saying they're asset stripping, what? I don't know what you mean by that, really.
Well, they've bought the club with debt, then they've sold on players like Chris Wood, and then not replaced them.
Newcastle had to made his release for you.
Yeah, but then they've not they reinvested in Weghorst. Is Weghorst a loan with an option to buy if they stay up?
I thought he was permanent. I could be wrong.
Again, but either way, like they didn't reinvest all of that money.
But
I think in that
I won't invest all that money. A shrewd buyer wouldn't do that anyway.
I feel like if you're buying Burnley Football Club, like I don't know. For me personally, based on what they've done, and I think you're going to see a big swing in perception from Burnley fans towards the ownership group. They're not going to be happy in 6 months.
I mean, I guess that depends where they are, either in the Championship or the Premier League. But I don't think there's any evidence of that asset stripping. So I would refute that.
I think you look at the reinvestment made by other teams desperate to stay up. I don't think they made financial decisions desperate to stay up. And also, as I said, they bought the club with loans.
Yes, I said a lot of owners, if you want to get into that. But yeah, I'd been maybe. But if they're buying the club with loans, but they're literally just looking to flip it, I don't think the decision making suggests that though. Really?
Either way, I just don't think the sacking at the time was the right decision. But I think Everton could still go down.
Ah!
I don't know. I guess from my perspective, I thought they'd go down with him. I think it's their last throw of the dice to try and pump a bit of enthusiasm into that football team. And if they're going to beat Southampton, so do you think they'll start now? I think we lost.
Do you think who's going to start now? Sorry, I was
well, no, I'm curious. Jack thought that Everton, that Burnley would stay up. Because if Everton's running, Jack thought Burnley would stay up. I guess the question is, do you think they will now? Because they're about to beat Southampton. Like,
well, the win against Southampton puts them like a point behind.
We looked at it. Burnley don't win football matches.
No, yeah, we did. This. If Burnley win,
I haven't been on this camera for a while. They're so boring. What boring boys? Everything fell off my desk when I raised the thing up. Batman fell off and it made the whole desk stop. Right, I've got this camera's in the way, which I need to try and move somehow. Over there. Then we need to try and focus this one. Look how sweaty I'm getting doing all this manual labour. Oh! Where are we? A bit of powder. Lovely. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Need to adjust the settings on this camera, I think.
That they won't.
Kev, we're waiting on you.
I was having a disaster.
Hang on, what? you baffled me there. So you do or you don't?
Well, no, I think they are more likely to go down and stay up. I think they've got a chance of staying up. I always feel like with a decision like, will they stay up? Yes, no. It's like, I don't want to say it's a coin flip, but like you're pinning me in one corner or the other. Like fundamentally, we can't know.
I'm not pinning you. You said on the dice they would stay up, and I'm saying now he's gone. Do you think they'll stay up?
And I've said 460. I don't think they will. And I didn't say I think they. I said they could stay up. I didn't say they would stay up.
They're still saying the same things over and over again. Yeah, what happened there was I went to put the desk up, but my Batman pop fell off the table and got wedged between the table and the wall. So the automatic stop mechanism that raises the desk stopped. And then it all went wrong and I couldn't get the camera on. Oh, it was a disaster. I need to change the settings on this camera as well, which also doesn't look level. I've not used the standing camera for weeks, if not longer.
60-40.
Well, yeah, then Everton's definitely not going down.
No, what?
Are they still arguing about the same thing? Boring boys.
60% of the time,
we have a
Everton
different interpretation of the word definitely, I believe.
All right. You're right, I don't understand. I don't know who's going down. If I'm Leeds, I'm happy though.
What I was saying is that basically the notion of saying I think this team will stay up or this team will go down, like ultimately it's when you're like weighing up the odds on something.
Is that camera even in focus? I can't work it out.
Where you are to give percentages as to what you think the odds on the two outcomes happening are. I think the last spot is between Brentford. Sorry, not between Brentford. Between Burnley and Everton.
Right.
And I'm saying I think there's 60% chance that Everton stay up and a 40% chance that Burnley stay up now.
There you go. We're properly lit now, at least.
Changed.
Yes. I think they had a better chance of staying up with Dyche.
So does the result tonight change it? Because they're about to get 20% of their wins.
That's the thing, right? I've not seen the game tonight.
I've had to turn on one of my Pokemon unboxing cameras and point it up towards my face, rather than changing the settings on the camera.
Yeah. True.
Like I'm looking at their remaining games now. Like they've got games like Newcastle, Villa.
Winnable.
In fact, they've got Villa twice. They've got Watford. Watford could be dead in 2 games.
The camera already broke. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point.
Dead at that point, yeah.
So like realistically, like with respect to a team like Villa, like what have they got to play for in the run-in? I mean, you could argue they're not 100% safe yet, but I don't think they're looking over their shoulder thinking Burnley.
So now you've seen that, do you still think it's 60-40 in favour of Everton?
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
I feel like you're contradicting a little bit, but I
feel like you're trying to trap me here. My point is that I'm still 60-40 because I've not seen what's left of the games.
I'm just trying to conclude what you mean.
You're trapping him.
I'm not trying to trap anyone.
You are trying to trip me up and be smart.
So I don't know.
I'm not. What you say?
I'm unconvinced.
Either you're making Jack look stupid or Jack's stupid.
Everton will definitely go down, was the conclusion from Jack. It's now a case of Everton will 40% go down, which is very different from Everton will definitely go down because of
Did I say Everton will definitely go down?
I can't hydrate. I've finished my bottle of water. So unless Anna's watching and wants to deliver me one, I'm afraid I can't hydrate currently.
Very different. That's very different.
I couldn't possibly leave the room at a crucial moment like this and fetch a new drink.
About the fact I didn't want to give definitives.
Is this camera even focused? I can't tell. It feels like it's slightly out of focus. This is why I got the new camera, because this one's a manual focus. Focus on the fuggler. Is it in focus? Maybe it is.
Thank you. I think I'm driven insane by it. I'm sure everyone else is like, it's mine.
It's not dark now. It's fine now. This is perfectly well lit. This is actually how I'd like the lighting on the other camera. But the other camera, because of the way I want the blurred background, I can't get the lighting like this. But I want the illuminated face, dark background look. I like it.
With that, what Pompey had that one year where they did a crazy kind of staying up. Z, what are you up to?
I am signing coaches.
Oh!
Singular. I had one spot in my coaching staff I felt like I should just fill while you guys were having that debate.
That's fair.
Yep. Wasn't getting over rambunctious about it.
I don't think it's possible to be over rambunctious.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that oftentimes somebody in this conversation will get over rambunctious. Ooh.
Yeah, but he's muted at the moment.
Okay. We got an offer for Kijana Hover from Wickham Wanderers. I would just want him to get that experience of playing against Tottenham, honestly.
Is he actually good? Because obviously he left Liverpool to go to Wolves, and he got a few starts, but I don't know, like,
Kijana Hover. In real life, I honestly don't know. For me, he's been a little disappointing, so I'm going to try and turn him into a valuable sale.
I'd be curious to know how Wolves fans feel about him, because I think he was part of a... Was he part of a swap with Jota, or was it just at the same time they did those deals?
Again, the face is deliberately only lit from one side. I could solve that problem. And light from the other side as well. I just don't prefer the other look. There you go, we're lit from both sides now. There's no character to the shot at all now. You just want me to look like I'm playing a video game. You don't want it to look like a nice stylized shot, you monsters. We can't have anything nice around here. You want everything to look like a webcam.
Wolves
deal is
fans
potentially
present around.
delayed.
Are you trying to sign now? Win Perez? Is that the guy?
Well, no, I've got Trincao, but do I 62 million for Trink? You had him year one. Was he good?
Well, I mean, he's a lot older than he was then.
Yeah, but he only played 2 senior games last season.
Oh, for Barca, really?
Yeah, I don't
He's
think I
better
can
than that. I mean,
justify
he
it.
started regularly in my team that finished on goal difference away from like Europe. He was a regular starter.
I'm gonna go with Ryan Kent. Well, I've already got the issue. I've got is I've already signed Ryan Kent and Marcus Edwards, so I feel like I've kind of already. I can't really sign another.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you could.
Well, he's probably better than both those guys, to be honest with you.
But he's not homegrown or English. I've looked at Sean Dyche.
Sign him,
martyr,
but then swap
and I've
their
decided-
passports around.
You really have figured it out, Kevin Chapman.
This is why I win.
Yes. Well, you didn't win last season, so.
I usually win.
Let's go!
Go where?
Zealand!
We're going to
Avenger!
Zealand. Let's go to Zealand, yes.
Yes. Zealand, the Avenger of all football manager souls, finishing ahead of Kev one time.
By a fluke.
Well, a couple times.
By a fluke. Won't happen again. I'm winning the league this year. I don't know if I've mentioned that to any of you. I am winning the Premier League this season.
Ooh, okay. I thought I was winning the Premier League this season.
You were mistaken, sir.
I think we're going to have a lovely little race with Manchester United and Liverpool and the two of us for who wins the Premier League this
It
season.
certainly sounds like all the clubs that will be involved in that race. I can't imagine there'll be any others.
I also cannot imagine. I'll let you put it this way. I'd be disappointed if I was not involved in that race with those 3 other teams, yourself included. Even though City will probably hang around. They were kind of off. I know I finished like right next to them, but they'll probably be involved. That was the top 5 from last year, were those 5 teams.
Did City sack the manager, though? They did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did do that.
And Liverpool also have lost their manager now, so...
Yeah. And I wasn't able to get my monster. I wasn't able to get Bastoni in. I really liked Bastoni. But other than that, a lot of the guys we wanted. That and Holland, of course, decided he didn't want to play for Wolves, unfortunately.
Oh, is he still at Dortmund? Has no one signed him?
Somebody drove the asking price up. Somebody
How
named
dare
Benjamin.
they? What kind of idiot would do that, eh?
What's that?
Almost as if they were thinking along the lines of, if I can't have him, nobody can.
Yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
No.
You just wanted your credit.
I just didn't want you to sign him.
Laugh your way into the.
I don't particularly want him, but I don't want you to sign him.
Yeah, fair enough. Price went flying up, but it didn't matter because he didn't want to join me anyways. So I'm just glad I'm glad you didn't get Harry Kane. That's what I'm glad about.
Liverpool signed Kane, then their manager left, and now they're after Haaland. Kane must be furious.
That sounds fun.
Harry Kane might be available again when he can't get in Liverpool's team.
If you fail again when he can't play for that would be amazing. Harry Kane just like not able to get into the team.
Come on, everybody, dance with me. Come on. Let's do the waiting to continue dance.
What is the waiting to continue dance?
I
don't want to watch
I know
it.
that.
Can you just describe it?
Imagine the sexiest thing you've ever seen. It's that.
No,
It looks
not
like
imagining
it looks like
it.
a Champions League trophy. I don't.
What is the best looking trophy in the world?
The coffee cup.
I know.
What does the coffee cup look like, Kevin?
Looks like this.
I feel like you've just got a mug.
Yeah, it's my Tim Hortons mug. It's the coffee cup sponsored by Tim Hortons.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, Kevin. You know what? You're not selling me on it.
Ah, wrong camera. Now we've just got a real close-up of the back of my monitor. Ah, what have I done?
Does the Papa John's trophy actually have like a pizza box? I don't feel like I've ever seen the Papa John's trophy.
Every time there's a new sponsor, they add something to the trophy. So it started off as a tin of paint, then they added a windscreen and some
See,
tyres.
I want to believe that's true, but I don't think it is, and I'm sad.
It'd be brilliant. Every new sponsor contributes something new to the trophy.
Just ends up being like a mad sculpture.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. That's how all trophies should work.
I mean, if that... I'm trying to think what the worst sponsor would be to put on a trophy in that situation.
Ooh, to respond to my squad.
Yeah.
My Premier League squad must be registered.
Let the record book show I replaced Jordan Pickford with Mickey Van Sass. Like for like, third choice for third choice.
Mickey Van Sass.
Yes. My new third choice goalkeeper.
Nice.
I've got some Spensies again. What shall I buy, boys and girls?
The world.
What do I need in my squad? What could I possibly still need? I could use another striker, really. I might sign Ivan Toney.
Smart.
Apparently, he's only worth 20 million. According to you, bunch of idiots.
How much did he move from Borough to?
10 million.
And what's the sell on?
I'm not sure. It's not public knowledge. I'd like to think at least like 10%.
You're the kind of man who I imagine is in the know.
Yeah, I'm not really. I would assume 10 to 20% would be my guess.
Come on.
It's a pretty big gamble by Brentford to sign him for as much as they did after he'd only played in the League One.
But they could see how good he was. They'd have run the
numbers.
They
could. Their scouts did the right job there, didn't they?
Certainly. It wasn't their first rodeo.
I mean, were you watching much of Borough back then?
I was. I saw most games Ivan Toney played for us.
Was he obviously better than everyone else?
He was our best defender by miles. And our best midfield. He was just the best at everything. He was obviously exceptionally talented. I don't really know how we got him for as little as we did. We paid less than $500,000 for him, which is ridiculous, really.
Yeah. I wonder if Newcastle get any kickback on that.
Newcastle got a chunk of when we sold him. I think Newcastle got 30% when we sold him.
Oh, they're laughing then.
Yeah. Right, let's actually sign him.
Julian Brandt has been transfer listed all summer. Someone taught me out of doing it.
Do it.
I've been playing the sound effect every time he comes up in my scouting reports. So it's all
excellent.
All
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I have a button for it too. I think I'm done.
Cool. I mean, I'm just been smashing. We're 15 days away from our curtain raiser in the season.
Will we get there today? I hope.
I actually believe we will. We're like halfway done with the stream, dude.
That's true.
A lot of my transfer business has
world domination.
I've extended a few contracts. We're, unlike Kev, tremendously financially sound.
I'm financially sound.
Okay.
We're classed as finances okay.
Oh, he's gone after Ivan Toney. Of course he's gone after Ivan Toney. There's the Mary Demirol offer.
He's only just signed a new contract. That's a shame.
Mary Demirol to Aston Villa. I like Mary Demirol.
Shall I sign Kelechi Iheanacho? Apparently, the Papa John's trophy arrived at Wembley on the back of a Papa John's scooter being ridden by Paul Chuckle. There you go. Now you know.
How was the coffee cup delivered? Did the CEO of Starbucks just
I'm afraid it's Tim Hortons
bicycle
as the
over there?
sponsor of the coffee cup.
Is it made in Canada? Is there import fees involved?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, if he signs Mary Demerol, his wage is going to be insanely high. So he was asking me for a really high wage.
Are you making some late moves, Ben?
Maybe. I don't know really.
That was an unconvincing no.
Football transfers.
It's more that Tarkovsky's annoyed. So, oh god, everyone wants him. So I'm going to try and replace him. Is the strategy. So he's not a bad force of evil within my squad.
I feel a contributor in that, and I can only apologise.
No, he was banished to the second team, which is not accessible.
Ah,
So I lost him for a minute, which was very scary. But I'm going to bring in Davison Sanchez, so everything's going to be fine. I think anyway. We'll see if he's any good.
I've applied for another work permit.
He wants a payoff to talk to Olympiacos, pardon. Is that wait, are they offering the most money? No, then no. Talk to Bordeaux instead, mate.
Two people clicking your buttons.
What's happened?
People clicked buttons while I was trying to use them.
Oh.
Unacceptable.
Well, you nailed that, so.
Also, I had to sign someone from Tottenham, and that's the bigger point. I can't just let Tottenham exist without me pinching someone.
Your Min Son turned me down, but didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, where did he end up going? Yeah,
He's still there. He was still there like a week ago. I don't know if he still is.
I thought he finally got to move somewhere.
Ward Prowse hasn't moved either. He's going to tear up the championship. Holy smokes.
I might just not loan out Luca and just apply every day for the whole season.
Yeah, but he's never going to. What you could do is you might be able to. Never mind. I'm not going to help you. I don't know why. I was about to just tell you exactly.
I'm offering him a new.
I've
I've already tried offering him a new contract that was massive and it didn't work. So I'm now trying that again. I tried offering him 100,000 and he still didn't get it. So I cancelled the loan and then he got pissy with me. So now we're back at square one, giving him a new contract.
That'll learn.
If that was the thing you were going to suggest, we'll never know. It's a mystery, Kevin.
You're a mystery.
I mean, it's true. I'm an enigma, is what they call me.
Is it nearly the Community Shield? It smells like it's nearly the Community Shield.
Bloody,
through that.
bloody Community Shield, haven't you?
Oh,
for my fourth trophy. With the trophy collectors.
I'll attend that. Let's do it.
Supported by McDonald's.
It actually won't let me attend it. Unable to attend this fixture as a team you manage has a match on the same date. All right, cancel the friendly against AEK Athens. They'll understand. Reason for cancelling friendly. Want to go watch the Community Shield.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be attending our friendly. I'm going to be attending Everton, Man United. Yeehaw.
Appreciate a good yeehaw.
We do need Cabral to leave to fund that. We've not got 25 million up front to pay the fee. So we do need to sell someone. Whether it be Cabral, Martial. They're the two obvious ones.
Just Ben that's unmuted. Ben, hi. Are you ready to cover our entire trip to the United States? Because we will be playing matches today.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's
Is that
happened?
the promise you made?
What do you mean? What's happening? Oh shit! Yeah, that. Oh, I'd rather not. looking back on what was promised, I'd really rather not.
Oh wow, Milinkovic going from Newcastle to Real Madrid, Sanderberg going to Dortmund. Interesting stuff going on.
Close this. All right, let's do that. Are you transferred done then? What's the sitch?
Yeah, I've been basically transfer done for a while. Just giving Phil Jones number 99.
You monster.
Is that because he's a red balloon? It worked in my head. I've got the numbers to do. Can't get this wrong.
Auto select. Auto select.
Not on mine, nearly.
Just auto selected mine like a hero.
No, I've got to get it right. Oh, Declan Rice, I'm really going to annoy you, and I'm sorry. Usually I make him 4, so that's annoyed me, really. I've got a number 9 as well now. This is exciting.
Could really do with getting an offer for him, but I don't want to offer him out and annoy him. If he stays, he's the other team leader. We've already binned off Pickford this summer. We don't want to annoy all of our team leaders. Barkley we need because he's homegrown at club.
I don't think I'll be able to get them, Craig, sadly. I can have a look though.
Oh, the proposed sale to Emi Buendia has fallen through. Your thoughts, Ben?
He wants to be paid 1.5 million to talk to them, and Christian Eriksen won't join me. So, sorry, Emmy. Big sorries. That'd be fun.
We offered him out anyway. We'll see what happens. Question now is, can we get a Seaman and a new left back? We can't really. This isn't enough money, is it? These are pathetically low offers.
I don't know why it's limited to just 6 or whatever it is. Look at all the space underneath. Give me some more players there. Make it scrollable.
Tell him, Ben.
They kind of just need to fix the odds in game anyway. They're just busted.
There's an argument. Maybe Richarlison could go, because he'll probably play off the left more often with Calvert-Lewin up front. We've got 100% retained transfer revenue. We just need enough to pay the initial payment on our Seaman.
Ronaldo. Oh, you play Saint Etienne. Leeds plays Leganes. Kev plays Ajax. Really just copying me.
I mean, I don't have any impact on who I play. That's the assistant manager's job.
That's all right. Copied my flow, word for word, bar for bar.
Bet you're not playing Halkin and Flint Mountain.
Mate, Man United must have loads of money.
I wish they'd spend it on Ruben Neves. Holy.
They're reportedly interested in quite a few players, but they've already spent 150 million. They bought Rafael Leao for 100 and what was it there I just saw? 98 million they bought him for. What on earth? Why? That is crackers. They barely sold anyone, so I don't think they have got loads of money, unless they're selling.
The biggest transfers, the 136, of Leao. Then Kane to Liverpool. Then Kulusevski to Chelsea. Then Thierry Rendell Correa to Everton. Kev's got 3 of the top 7 transfers in monetary spend.
I'm not messing about. I identify a player I want and then I go and sign them.
For some reason, it sounded almost gangster the way Kev was. I don't mess about.
I don't mess about. We just do what needs to be done. None of this faffing around worrying if it's good value. It's not my money.
No. Was the plan to finish in the Europa League last year?
Absolutely it was.
That's regression, is it not?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a really good time in the Champions League though, Kev. So,
but I'm gonna win the Premier League and the Europa League. So I'll be happy.
But we'll see. We'll see who's laughing at the top of the league. Come the end of the season. It's a very long season.
Who's the current manager of Liverpool?
Have they got one yet?
Actually, that's a good point, because they're probably the person who's going to be laughing towards the top.
They do not currently have a manager. I don't think they're going to be laughing.
They know who they're going to get though, because they've just sold me I can't apply. So it's probably done.
What can I sign for 38 million?
Actually,
Kev's second channel. We've covered this.
James Milner.
Oh.
I feel like I probably just shouldn't sign any more players.
Oh, did we all bring our shoes for this network game, by the way? We did discuss
I can fetch it.
Just
outside the
what
room.
shoes were we bringing?
Oh, bloody hell.
We all got new shoes. You were told to get new shoes, Zealand.
Yeah. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. I think I did say by the time we next played, I would have new shoes.
How are the new shoes? Have they been worn?
I've been wearing them every day to wear them in, because you have to wear them in.
Very wise. A wise man.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out how I can wear them to look coolest. And I've realised that
On your
not wearing
hands.
them probably makes me look the coolest. No, they're very good. I'm a huge fan.
To look coolest, you should pair them with cycling shorts.
Hey Jack, I've got one more midfielder than I need. If you want save hold for the 38 million. He's muted. Never mind.
No, I've been wearing them around the house to wear them in, and it's working. So everything's fine.
Excellent news.
Yes, Dorian Air Force One mids. Look at me. I'm earning. Most expensive pair of shoes I bought in, or ever, actually.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
You'd look good in them, Kev, to be fair.
I look good in most things.
You'd rock some Air Force Ones.
I'm a Converse man, I'm afraid. I try to move away, and it always hurts me.
Chuck Taylors, I see.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me, Norwich. Not funny. I just know that James Tarkowski is going to turn down Bordeaux. I just know it. And I'm going to be left stuck.
Can someone give me like 15 million?
Sure.
Could really do with it.
Who could I get? Who do I get for that? And it's not Anthony Martial.
You can have Luca Dean for 30 million.
I think you wanted 15, so I'll pay 15.
Not comfortable with 15, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine.
You can have Martial for 15.
No, just discuss the fact that I won't be happening. So
you can have Arthur Cabral for 15.
No, he's not very good.
Pretty good.
I don't play strikers, so pointless. Doesn't help me, I'm afraid. Although my most expensive and most paid player is a striker. I don't play strikers. Not on my watch. Oh, you can play there badly already. Let's go. We're flying. This war is mine. This war is mine. Oh, nearly at a game. What time is it? 10 to 10.
the slog of the off season. But you
Will we
know,
make it?
I'm happy with my.
We could start right now, and I'll be happy.
Cambridge have made a loan offer for Boris Nasiala. Brilliant. You going to Cambridge?
Top young player.
We need Jack back in the chat to tell us if he's off to Cambridge. It's important.
I mean, at least he'll play. I think with Europe, though, Jack could probably just keep him. Well, I've taken Burnley's best player. Actually, no, he went to Southampton. Never mind. Wasn't even at Burnley when I took him. But ironically enough, they are missing a left midfielder. How weird. Ipswich back in the Championship. Who went down? Millwall, Derby. Oh, Derby.
Good news, everyone. I found a loan for Boris.
Is it
Cambridge?
Yeah. Who's stream sniping?
Oh, it came up in the news.
I think Kev was the one that saw it, but you're sitting Boris
came in my
inbox.
inbox.
Cambridge.
And they're not paying any of his wages. I think he's going to tear it up in League
You wouldn't
2.
let me have him on that basis, you monster.
Because I don't trust you to develop him, whereas Cambridge, illustrious football club.
He would have come back a very competent goalkeeper.
And that is the issue.
That's my boy.
So one of my chatters just asked, why is he on £135,000 a week? It's a great question.
You're a buffoon.
Blame
it on the previous manager. It was his work, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't think it was. This was after the resigning.
It was already there when you arrived. The deal had already been put in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, is League 2 even loaded?
No.
Nope.
No, it is not.
Right, you know what? That loan makes no sense. Right, sorry, Boris. I know you had your heart set on that move, but it ain't happening, Chief.
It's nice, Cambridge. Nice
he wanted to go and look at the mathematical bridge.
See, have you ever been to Cambridge?
No, I'm an Oxford man myself.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's in the boat race. Surely. Yeah. I can imagine he's in the boat race.
It's a very poor decision there. It's all about Cambridge, as we know. As a person who went to university in Cambridgeshire.
Cambridgeshire, I love that.
Cambridgeshire.
No one wants Boris on loan.
I'll have you know, University Centre Peterborough is the 143rd most prestigious university in the country. Or it was when I was there, anyway.
All right, Luke has agreed to sign a new contract. Will his work permit get approved tomorrow?
No.
No.
Next question.
Let me believe. Let me believe.
Don't ask silly questions then if you don't want answers. I'm all about honesty. I've drunk all my water and filled all my tissues. This is no good.
Exactly, just filled all my tissues, man.
I have been blowing snot out of my face all evening.
That is grim.
It is grim. I've not been enjoying it.
That was my next question was, well, how have you been enjoying that? So I'm sorry to hear that.
Not very much. I'd give it 3 out of 10.
That's definitely really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Do you feel like this will in any way affect your touchline presence for the Community Shield brought to you by McDonald's?
I tend to watch from the burger van.
I'm sorry I asked.
I don't eat the burgers there. Although I do like the fact that you have squirty mustard on tap at Wembley, which is excellent. Several mustard choices as well. It's just awesome. I wish all my transfers would hurry up and go through.
I swear you just print money.
I do.
Yep. I just want you to know that. Well, we're above you in the league, waving down at you, and you've blissfully spent an absurd amount of money that you were gifted because your club is wealthier than ours.
Still trying to spend more as well.
I know.
This is all because I'm having to wait around for so long. I've got to have something for my YouTube video. I was completely happy with my squad, but you lot have forced my hand. I've got to do something.
Just waiting for registration to hit you like 3 tons of bricks right now.
It ain't going to happen.
There was a point where I really thought we might make it to the first matches of the actual league season today, but now
I think we are.
I'm less sure.
I'm about to play the Community Shield.
We are like, we're not waiting on me. I'm just going.
What in there?
Cancel. But Perma got turned down on his new contract, so he doesn't get a pay rise.
I'd like a pay rise. I love money.
I don't know if that's a soundboard or real. I'm just going to go grab some ibuprofen. I'll be right back.
Showing off that he's allowed to take ibuprofen, unlike those of us with high blood pressure. Fine, Mr. Show Off.
Ibuprofen's the truth.
Wouldn't know. Not allowed it.
Any problem? No, you're not. That's because you're old.
It's because if I take it, my heart will stop, which is problematic.
Don't take it then.
Yeah, I tried to avoid it.
My advice, don't take it. What's the tactic looking like? Someone's asked. There you go. That's what we're looking forward to. Whee! Leon Bailey can't believe he's not starting. In fact, Leon Bailey probably should start. Never mind. About
John Kelsey in the in-game social feed has hit the nail on the head. Everyone seems so happy that Maitland-Niles is going. Poor bloke.
Oh, rough. You hate him. You hate some of your players.
Wait, so Jack, you didn't get Lucas' contract through?
No, so he doesn't get a pay rise.
Everyone's calling the Derby tactic broken. It's really sad. It's not broken. It's ingenious is what it is. Why can't we call it the ingenious Derby tactic?
Because that would be crediting Blanco with genius.
No, it's very much evolved from the Blanco days. Still good, but not the same. Not the same. Blanco wouldn't dream of using inverted wing backs.
To be fair, he's not that sophisticated. Blanco is like full back on support if he was a role. Kevin, if you were a player role, what are you?
A libero.
So, no, you're definitely not a libero.
You are not extravagant enough.
No,
Very
chance.
extravagant.
You are ball-winning midfielder. That's
I'm a
what
very
you are.
extravagant man.
No
A
nonsense.
beautiful, extravagant man.
I was thinking white target, man.
It wouldn't work in real life, so it's broken. No. There's loads of tactics in FM that don't work in real life. That is not the definition for broken. No way.
I reckon Z. What role would Z be?
What are you reckoning?
I was thinking inside forward on attack.
I'm an inside forward on attack.
That's what I reckon.
Oh, football! Football!
These are pressing forward.
Oh my word! We're doing a football.
Pressing forward.
Oh, it's been so long.
I'm an Enganche because they don't move, which I'm very happy with.
I reckon I'm a defensive midfielder on support. I think I'm helping, but in reality, I'm just there to exist and provide balance. That's what's pointed out in my chat. Surely you're a goalkeeper, Ben, after the save. I was thinking...
valid. Yeah, go on then. Fair enough.
Right, I'm playing a football match. Hooray!
I cancelled a friendly to watch this game. I hope it's going to be worth.
Here we go then. Community Shield, trophy number 4, incoming. Still no Victor Osimhen has arrived. I'm hoping my maths is right, and by selling Maitland-Niles and Cabral for a combined 25 million, I'm hoping that brings in enough money to pay the upfront and the signing on fee for Osimhen. Otherwise, we're going to be a striker short going into the season, which is not ideal. I don't want to have just Calvert-Lewin and Martial as my striker options. We've already lost Barbosa after all. I don't mind Martial being my third choice. We don't want to lose too many more. I guess Gonçalves could play up front if need be. The new boys getting all combination-y. Look at us. Look at us knocking the ball around Manchester United like nobody's business. We're good at football. Sir Ben Godfrey, the only Sir left at Everton after the departure of Sir Jordan Pickford the Spoon this summer. Man United can't get a kick. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a football. That's what you've just seen there. How many touches? What a team. Let's have a look at that from the other angle. Beautiful stuff. 1-0. Hashtag Keverton. Yusuf Demir. This is a big season for Yusuf Demir. He's been here a while, but now we're showing faith in him. We've moved Barbosa on. Demir is a first choice player this year. He needs to show me that it is time for him. Calvert-Lewin, the Austrian Messi. Yeah, if you've not seen the goal on Twitter from earlier today, you need to go to my Twitter and look at the goal. Etienne Tipple is a hero. The best goal you'll see on Football Manager, probably ever. Can I provide you with some context for this? Man United did win the Premier League last year. So this isn't like beating real Man United. This is a Man United that have just won the Premier League in quite dominant fashion. So this is an achievement if we pull this off. Because we finished 5th. We're not even in the Champions League. There you go. They've won the Premier League the last 2 years, apparently. See, even I've not been paying enough attention. This is a dominant Manchester United side under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Their greatest manager since Fergie. But we are 1-0 up at half-time. We're allowed 6 substitutions in this Mickey Mouse nonsense cup, aren't we? So we will make some changes in this second half. Got to look at some of the boys. We've got new boy Danny Ceballos down there. Renan Lodi's a permanent player now. There's a few players we can have a look at. Jack called you very good at Football Manager. How do you feel? I mean, it's good to see it finally recognised. I am pretty special. Oh, that's a good save. That's a very good save. I thought that was 2-0 there. See, we could do with a little bit more firepower in this team. That's where Osimhen comes in. Right, come on, boys. I think it's after this highlight, we're going to make some changes. I think 3 substitutions after this highlight. Get the first 3 done. Get some fresh legs on, which I think United have already done. You know what? Maybe we'll do it during the highlight, just to disrupt the highlight a little bit. We've got sweaty palms. So that one was always happening. And that one can happen. Yeah, he can play in there. He can do that role. That's fine. And then for my final trick, that one. And then we'll do 3 more in about 10-15 minutes. Ah! Ooh. Offside, maybe. Did the in-game commentary just said you'd do well to see a better goal? I refer them to my Twitter from earlier today. This is just a cross and a header. I've certainly seen better. I've seen better in this match. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Right, yes, we'll still make our changes. And now we're going to do some encouragement. Does this go straight to penalties? I think we'll go attacking. Because we don't really want the lottery of penalties. We want to grab a goal before things in. I feel like this is set up for Martial to grab a winner. That's usually how these things work, isn't it? So stick him up with him like that. And then get him on as well. Boom, 6 substitutions. That's how you do it. Football. Come on, boys. They're playing Ronaldo as a poacher. That interests me. We definitely need another striker. That is not title-winning strike partnership right there. The Cabral for Osimhen change will be very welcome. Need to rest some lads for the game against Flint and Halkin Mountain, exactly. Or Halkin and Flint, or whatever it is. There we go. Don't do my own team talks or stuff before penalty shootouts. Oh, right. Chance to have a look at the new goalkeeper then. Rubbish. Rubbish. Oh, Arthur Cabral. Last touch in an Everton shirt. Is going to be a penalty at Wembley. This probably isn't ideal. Okay, last touch in an Everton shirt is slotting it into the back of the net at Wembley. Perfect. Ronaldo's no good at penalties, surely. We'll have a save here, new goalkeeper man. Rubbish. They've got some good penalty takers in their side. This feels unfair. Oh, look, if anyone was going to miss, it would be this guy against Manchester United. Come on, Anthony. Hey! Penalty shootouts. Love them. Pogba's still there. This upsets me. Come on, new goalkeeper, whose name I haven't learnt yet. I think it's Musso. Richarlison. The 3-3. Boom. Is it going to be the longest? I hope it's the longest penalty shootout ever, just to annoy them lot watching. Like an 18-18, something like that. Would be lovely. Should I slow it right down as well? Feels very early for Renan Lodi to be taking a penalty. Is he a good penalty taker? I'm less confident this time. Yeah, that one didn't feel wise. I feel like there'd have to be better options than him. Maybe there weren't. Oh, I need a tissue and I need a drink. This is not okay. Come on, new goalkeeper.
That one more than usual.
So you asked earlier what the prettiest trophy is. I'm going to say the Community Shield.
So, question here. Where's the away team during this, or the losing team during the whole of this? Like, the officials just stand there and watch 10 yards away, but where are the losing team?
We're already on the motorway on the way home.
Okay, what happened, mate?
Penalties. Not a lot you can do, is there? Just penalties. Luck of the draw.
Winning 90 minutes.
What, against the best team in the country? Back-to-back champions Manchester United? With their £98 million new signing, we did well to be competitive.
Oh, to be fair, you spent 86 million on your right back for that game, so
I was 54.
I always forget that
dollars.
You guys use non-freedom money.
Real money. Not your monopoly money.
I can't hear you.
Oh, Kevin.
Songs of freedom ring too loud in my ears.
There you go. That's what we needed to motivate us for the season ahead. A little reminder that we're not as good as we thought we were.
As a point, I don't mind about the freedom of America. I was largely unaffected by the whole thing. So
I beat PAOK Thessaloniki 5-0 while I was busy watching the Community Shield.
Well, now I've got to play Halkin and Flint Mountain for real test.
Buzzing.
That's why I took some players off early to save them for that game.
I was really rooting for an Anthony Martial goal there. Just set the tone.
That's mainly why I brought him on. I figured that's how Football Manager works, but no, apparently not.
Oh yeah, Paulinho was a free agent.
Who the hell is Lewis Gibson? I've just had a £4 million offer for him. Who the hell is he? Apparently he's in my under-23s. Did I have a 23-year-old homegrown player all this time?
Oh no.
Oh no, he's homegrown at Newcastle. What's he doing here then? Get out of town.
I need a new vice captain, and Boris Nusiala has the second best leadership in the squad.
Easy decision then.
Camavinga's getting it. He'll grow into it, Camavinga as vice.
Renato Sanchez has a lot of opinions. Oh, we're getting Davison Sanchez. I must delay. We must see James Tarkowski leave first.
His son's still at Tottenham? I think so.
No, he went to Milan, I think.
He went to Milan.
Oh.
That's an interesting transfer.
That is an interesting transfer. Would he be good in Serie A? I don't know.
Find out this season on the network game.
He's not a very Serie A player, I don't think. I feel like he'd be good in La Liga. Kane went to Liverpool. Living the dream over there.
Tottenham have won their first game of the new season. Gabriel Barbosa with a hat trick. See, I find the best players.
It was a good career move for Gabby Barbosa.
Yeah, he's got
clearly.
the number 9 shirt at Spurs, hat trick on his debut. He's going to be a club icon by the end of the season because he's going to score 60 goals for him.
Legendary.
He might just. Who'd they play in their first match of the championship? Well, the windmill's kind of a dead giveaway that might not be an even fight.
Oh, I'm 5 days away from a football match. Bloody, I can't believe it.
Football?
Really is going to cost me some money then. Okay.
The Dream 11 is still pretty much just Spurs players. This is unacceptable. Ward Prowse is still knocking around at Southampton.
He is, but he's very expensive.
Looks like he wants to play for Everton.
Be legends. What is Holland doing?
Being
He's
expensive.
still
He's on the transfer
Dortmund.
list, but like they want 300 million for him or something ridiculous.
Yeah, see, that's not going to work, Erling. It really isn't. I'll do it for 10 million. Borussia Dortmund, if that's all right.
If that works, I'll be very annoyed.
I can't imagine they're going to turn that one down.
Well,
You're in.
all you can do is offer, you know.
When he becomes
Just
unsettled.
putting the
He's always
ask in.
dreamt of playing for
Respect
Villa.
that. Just put the ask in.
If they say no, at least I've chatted with people that know Erling Haaland. All is not lost. All is not lost.
Fair point.
Jude Bellingham is still there as well.
Oh, that'd be interesting, Ben. Giants.
Is that how you pronounce it, Kev? Bellingham?
No, it's not.
Hmm?
I'm afraid it isn't.
No? Oh, there we go. A little Gio Reyna on the transfer market. Okay.
He's transfer listed. Well, not listed. He's got a release fee of 57. And I can't afford it. Well, that's okay. No, it's not that. He just doesn't want to talk to me.
Man, he's good though. Holy smokes.
It'd be nuts for me in this system. Oh, the Rangers play tonight.
Huge.
Who do we play? I cannot remember. I think it's a New York team. Oh, it is the Islanders. There you go, Inzy.
Out to Long Island to watch your Rangers play a game. Not exactly. No.
Well, don't then.
Yeah.
Fine.
Just gonna not do that. So. Now all of a sudden Leeds are in for Giovanni right now. I think he's more of a Champions League guy, really.
Yeah, he wasn't interested in me. I'm surprised you've not signed more Americans, like, you know.
Well, I didn't know that his release clause was there. If I happen upon some money, he might be a big January signing. We'll see. Ruben Neves is still
you've
drawing
got money.
interest.
You've not spent any.
5 million. I have spent all of my money, Kev.
You're a madman.
I've still got 40 million.
You have
I've
a
built
net
a team
spend of
that's
£2
gonna be able
million
to win
pounds.
Yeah.
Where's your Champions League money?
Do we look like Everton, where we just have
Not
like 100
really.
million?
No, you've
sitting
got
around?
Phil Jones.
Eating on Phil Jones.
Valid point, to be fair.
Well, Phil Jones will have his vengeance this year. He's going to come good at 31. He also fits registration and his wage is low, but it's going to come good. You watch.
Well, I've managed to get rid of Maitland-Niles. What a result.
I just feel like, Kev, that you secretly want Phil Jones and you're sad you didn't act fast enough to get him on your team. Yeah,
I'll take him.
There you go.
He scored a free kick for me last year. Why is there a
He's
player?
God's gift to the game.
Who have you offered me here, Z, and why?
I offered you Savald because you said you had 38 million to spend, and he's the player we're trying to move because we can't fit him into registration, but he is still good.
I mean, he's no Camavinga. Is the fundamental issue.
I'll buy Camavinga, and you can buy Nicholas Savald.
I already have Camavinga.
Oh yeah, well that's why you have no money left. So what are you trying to do?
No, I do. I have 38 million to spend.
Do you want to buy Luca Dean?
All right, then Savald backs up Camavinga.
I've sold a lot of players.
Huh?
Oh my god, I have loans for Luca. They're all Serie B. That doesn't help me. Oh, I just feel sad. Do I just loan him to Serie? It's probably better that he plays for Spal or Brescia than just sits in my B team.
But Serie B, I mean, Serie B is not the bee's knees, man.
It's not going to help him get a work permit, I don't think.
It will not help him get a work permit.
You know, we'll just hold out for longer.
Could loan him to me.
That's not helping me, Kevin. That's
Keep
not
offering. Why don't you just offer him more money?
I've had enough of you, Kevin Chapman.
Offer him more money. Give him some of that Boris money. Yeah, he knows that's the answer. He's a coward. Oh, we beat Halkin 23-0. Lovely.
Okay, well, I'm going to report you to
Lewin
someone.
Scored 7 goals in that game.
The FA need to know about this because this is getting silly now.
I mean, the Geneva Convention's being violated at a certain point. 23 to nothing.
It's appalling.
Halkin and Flint Mountain.
They're our local rivals.
I just feel sorry
in Wales.
Yeah, they're just over the border. Liverpool's basically Wales.
Okay, right. Well, hang on. That's like saying you're basically Birmingham.
Yeah, I am I'm like 45 minutes from Birmingham. That's basically Birmingham.
That's like half of England. What do you?
He's gone for us there. He doesn't realise how much that hurts.
Apart from Ben's bit of England, which is 5 hours away from everywhere.
Ah, yes.
Because they don't have roads with more than one lane over there.
Like, yeah, I'll come to yours. I'm like, yeah, sure you will. Sure you will. Until you realise where it is and how long it takes.
People who just aren't used to long drives.
I can do the long drives. It's the long drives behind a tractor at 12 miles an hour that are infuriating.
Yeah, Z thinks he's going to get him in a highway. We don't do motorways, Mr. Shannon. Let me tell you. No, no, no.
Yeah, but you can swim to Amsterdam, so you've got some things going for you.
I'll put it this way. It's as quick to get from mine to Kev's as it is London to Manchester.
My chat is getting very desperate on the Luca situation. It's been suggested by Dummer Dempton. Well, if I become the national team manager for Italy and start playing him every game, it might help.
There you go.
You know what? If that's the solution we've come up with, I don't think there's any hope.
Got a new striker. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
I just realised you'd be annoyed at me doing the Carabao Cup draw. None of you are in it, of course. So it's just me and Ipswich.
Good vibes.
Fun. Good. It's just me. I thought, oh, they'll be annoyed. I'm going to do the draw, and then just none of you are in it. So
there you go, boys and girls. That's a football transfer right there. Arthur Cabral out, Victor Osimhen in. Boom.
Seems quite good. Are you just signing players from the showdown? But at this point,
probably, yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I've heard of him. So that is now.
Who does he play for in real life, Kevin?
Napoli.
Probably just signed him from them. Okay. On that note, I am muting up. I've just puked in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom while I wait for these fools to hit continue.
I've spent £322 million this window. Lovely. Still only 6th for next net spend. See, we do things sensibly here at Keverton. We've got 2 good strikers now. Hooray!
Have you realised how much that's upset? That has rattled me. That is rent-free right now in my skull.
What? That's what it says. Napoli.
Every time you say it, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me.
I don't understand.
I feel disgusted. Someone.
Are you disgusted about? Oh, I'm disgusted at how much money that Kev is able to spend because I could not spend that amount of money if I did everything in my power to spend half that much money in this transfer window.
From the city of Naples.
All right, a day away. Jack, how are you feeling about your team now that we're about to kick the season off?
There you go. Breaking news from Jack there.
What was that?
You were asked a question. Zealand was interviewing you and you ignored him.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was a day. I was just saying, how are you feeling about the new season?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
Realistically, first season in Europe, it's going to take its toll on the squad. If we can match last year's 6th, I'd be happy. But the media are saying 9th. The board have said top half. Pressure's not really on us. We've spent within our means. We've brought in players for the future. The day of tomorrow looks bright. The day of today,
I'm picked for 8th and Kev's for 6th. Got it. Pick me behind Newcastle. That's insulting. I finished 3rd last year.
Yeah, but then they saw your transfers.
Kev, I've got $2 million left in my transfer budget. How you recommend I would gone about that?
I mean, that's like £30 million worth of player then. If you structure your deal correctly.
Oh, yeah.
I've still got 15 million left to spend. I don't really know what I want.
you don't have to spend it.
You can have any of my players, Kev, if you want. Any of them for that amount of money.
Any of it? Oh, interesting. Can I have Adeyemi?
Yep. Are you making a bid?
I've made a bid, yep.
Okay, all right.
Ben, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the bid. As soon as you continue, I'm sure we'll get there. Are you also making a bid, Mr. Shannon?
No.
Okay.
I'm just surprised that you're going to get rid of Adeyemi for that price.
Well, in a way.
Feel like he's not going to accept my £15 million offer.
I also
No.
feel like
I will accept £15 million for Karen. Yeah, just calm down.
Just in case he doesn't, we'll do 15 million for Declan Rice as well, just as a backup. Then he can choose which one to accept.
No, I'm not going to be accepting any money for Declan Rice, I'm afraid. You said Adeyemi, you must now stick with that, I'm afraid.
I'll take it. I'll absolutely take him for 15 million.
I'm in Norwich and have defected from LOLLUJO. Welcome. Well, anyone else that wants to defect from LOLLUJO, you please let me know. Those people get modded. So you come on
very
over.
Sad.
No, not sad. We're just very welcoming here.
But I'm sad. It's what I was saying. Made me sad, and I hate being sad. It's one of my least favourite things to be.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, okay. Let's just reject the Declan Rice one.
I'm a little bit light on central midfielders, boys and girls. I don't want to have to play Ross Barkley at any point, and we might have to.
15 million is very reasonable, Kevin. Fair enough.
I'm a reasonable man.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Let's get this done quickly. I guess we have to wait for a continue, don't we? But let's get this done. Did I win my last Premier League games? No, I'm unbeaten in 3 though. I drew with Norwich last time I played them. At the very end of last season.
I feel like Ben's just dressing up a local old man in an Adeyemi hat to try and hoodwink me. And it will work, because I don't know what he looks like. Ah, now, you see what he's done there, boys and girls? Is he's structured a deal that is not favourable to me.
No. Is it not £15 million and you get Karim Adeyemi?
I'm not letting
what we agreed
Anthony
to.
Martial go. I'm gonna have to remove him from the deal.
Okay.
It's
Just him then, I hope, because otherwise I feel it'll start to be unreasonable. Hello, I'm trying to escape LOLLUJO. Is this the place to go? You're damn right. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable.
This seems upsetting to me.
Some of the seating can be, indifferent, but
They just don't want to see Osimhen tearing up the Premier League. That's what this is. They're afraid. They're afraid of what they're about to see. It's going to be glorious. Can I register a Europa League squad is the question, of course. Just about. Excellent. He's using his derby tactic, apparently.
Yeah, it's a strikerless. IC posted it on Twitter, I think.
I don't know. All LOLLUJO, all former LOLLUJO fans.
It's
welcome.
like Zed's formation, but wingers instead of strikers. Okay. I see.
What are we talking about?
Apparently your tactic is like Zealand's tactic, but with wingers instead of strikers.
Well, I mean, I don't copy Zealand in any way, I'm afraid. I'd be far more wealthy if I did.
See what Zealand's tactic is like.
No, Z plays Sesko and Makoko up top. I don't do that. Mine's not about the most important players on my team are not the central midfielders or the wingers. Oh no. No. That's not what's going on.
I really want a player in the media dream 11.
But I like that you're looking up my tactics, Kevin.
My chat are telling me about the tactics.
Yeah, sure you are. And you're now taking a closer look at us all. Seems like someone lost the Community Shield and now they're worried.
I didn't lose the Community Shield. I just didn't win it. That's very different.
Well, I mean, to me, not much of a difference there.
Yeah, you're not considering the intricacies of the situation. That's your problem there.
I think I'm probably the only one of all of us that have got 7 players on attack. Try to guess.
1, 2,
Who's
3.
counting?
Yeah, I only have 3.
3.
I'm such a coward.
So he's probably got 5. Try to guess.
It depends who I've got on the field, to be honest with you. It rotates a lot.
Me and RDF have been having some late night chats about tactics. I've learned a lot. To be fair, I destroyed RDF on Twitter the other day. He's a good guy, but I had to show him who the boss was.
Who was the boss? Who did you show?
I saw that. Suplexed him. Yeah, I saw that.
He was trying to claim my tactics. I went, if I want help, I'll get Zealand, not some amateur. It was good.
You mean boy.
No. I tweeted about you today, I think. Yeah, I did.
Tweeting about me.
Although I don't see your replies because I've got you muted again.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. So I have to go on your actual Twitter to see if you replied or not.
So mean. My tweets are really insightful.
You also don't follow me. So.
Pretty sure I do.
No, you don't.
Pretty sure I do.
Oh, no, you do. What? No. No, I don't think you do.
I'm pretty sure I do. Unless you blocked me again.
No, I haven't watched you.
No,
you don't follow me. You don't follow me. I can see it there.
Is that because you blocked me and then unblocked me? That might be. Oh, no, I don't follow you. There you go. Now I will. That's because you blocked me and unblocked me. That's why it took the follow.
That was ages ago.
Well, I didn't think I had to refollow. I don't know how it works.
That was like showdowns ago.
I still see your tweets all the time.
Well, you probably on my profile quite a lot, to be fair.
Who is this
Which is
guy?
very good of you. Very good of you. Dr. NGFM.
Dr.
Right.
Some kind of radio station, it seems.
Yeah. I talk a lot of sense. Do you know what I really need? I need to animate one of my emotes. If I could then animate the bell emote, that'd be great. So it pushes down. I need to get like a different bell thing. That'd be good. Got to work on that really. I've still got the Benji Fox emote. No one's using that.
What order do you think everybody's going to finish in, Kev, this year?
I think
Since
I'm
we're
going to
on
win the
match day
Premier
now.
League.
Please tell me, Kevin.
I'm going to win the Premier League. Zealand
Do you think
will finish.
do you think you actually are?
I'm pretty sure I'll win the Premier League this year. Yeah.
How confident are you? Don't say 60-40. Could be chaos.
I'm pretty confident. James Ward-Prowse doesn't want to discuss a contract because he wants an England call-up and doesn't think playing for Everton will help him.
Because the rotation policy is nonsense, Everton, and he knows that, so he doesn't want to put himself through it.
Absolutely. So, back to my question. Kev, what order do you think we're all finishing in?
I'm going to be first, and then Mr. Zealand will be second, and then the other two will just fight it out, and who knows?
You think I'm going to be second in the league?
I don't
No,
agree
you're
with
second
that.
at the four of us. You'll be like fourth.
No. I think I'll finish ahead of Z this season.
He has got that pesky Champions League.
I actually think, and this is going to be bold to say. Let me just look at Jack's squad a minute.
Apparently, Jack might have a headache. Does he have a headache?
I have a pounding migraine and have for about an hour, but I'm trying to soldier through.
Well, you should have said we could have given you a cuddle.
That would make it worse.
No, I give really good cuddles.
Me feel better.
I give the best cuddles.
I think I'll go Kev, me, Jack Z.
I opened the squad stream and Kev's chat came up and says, he's just looking for approval from you.
That's
yes, I am.
I think I'll go Kev, me, Jack Z.
Nothing means more to me than Kev saying I'm going to finish behind him in the league. I'll sleep well tonight.
I'm a bit worried about your depth, Z, if I'm honest.
My depth is the best thing about my team, to be honest with you.
It's championship depth. You've misunderstood which competition you're in.
I don't think there's a huge amount of I think the drop off in your depth is quite big. Compared like Kev's,
I am very happy with my team.
Kev's depth is sick. Kev's squad is ridiculously good. And Jack's is, I think Jack's got a bit more depth than you do in terms of overall quality. It's not by a lot though, and I just think I'll benefit from not having to play Europe. I think injuries will hurt you three a lot more, and that should give you a bit of a chance. I still think you'll be like fifth.
Me? No, I think I'm deadlocked top four. I mean, when you look at what the first half of that season, I ended up finishing third, and the first half of the season was a wash. I didn't have Mukoko. And I started the season awfully, like just horrifically. I was 14th after like 8 or 9 games, and then all of a sudden kicked on, and then Mukoko came in, and then we were flowing by the end of the season. So if we can just do that for the whole season, we're like contending for that. That's just the way I'm thinking about it.
I think if you get injuries, you're in quite a lot of trouble. I don't think me, Kev, or Jack are as much. I don't know. We'll see. It'll depend who gets injured. If they get injured, right? They might not get injured.
Freddy's running Casper Dahlberg up top. That's fun.
I love Casper.
Oh, is it a football day?
It is a football day. We've made it to the start of the season.
If you're feeling rough, Peach, do you want to just play one?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Let's make it a good one, Jack. What do you say?
Yeah,
I'll do my best. I just want to win to start the year, but of all the games to play, it's probably not the one I wanted to play to start the season.
Come here and have that cuddle.
No, absolutely. I'm running.
He wants a cuddle. You can hear he wants it.
Well, my team is selected.
I feel bad. Lucha is just sat up in the stand watching everyone else play on.
If this doesn't work, I've got a massive 6'7" striker, so it's not a problem. Plenty of plan Bs. Right, here we go. Let's see. I'm about to take this league by storm. I'm about to learn a lot.
Right, football. Here we go. Have I looked at Gio Reyna? Everyone else is trying to sign him at the moment. I could potentially look to bring him in just to spoil their fun. But I think he's a release clause, which means we're not going to be able to get him. We've only got £15 million. So we've got to do some kind of structured deal, which you can't do with release clauses. Which is troublesome. Get the ball out wide on the right here. That's where it needs to be. This is what we're talking about. Football. I think he's offside there, but still. Football. Come on, that counts. We'll have that. We'll take a football there, thank you. Referee. See, we had a football. Calvert-Lewin off the back. Calvert-Lewin needs to score every game this season. Victor Osimhen is sat there. Club record £75 million signing. On the bench currently. If Calvert-Lewin has any kind of drop-off in form, he's out of there. And we'll strip him of that number 9 shirt, because Osimhen wanted that as well. He's having to slum it as a number 10. Oh, he also needs to be informed this year, because that's another spot where we can stick Osimhen. Oh, my word, what a goal that was. Lovely, lovely stuff. I mean, this is beautiful. Football goal. 10 minutes in, 2-0 up. Top of the actual Premier League, where we belong. I told you, we're winning the league this year. We're very good. Look at this. I mean, if you don't believe how good we are, look at the state of our bench. Fernandez, Lodi, Traore, Osimhen, Lacroix, Yeremy, Martial and Babu and Skip. I forgot I signed Skip. I forgot all about him. I had a plan to start Oliver Skip, didn't I? Here I am trying to sign another central midfielder. Genuinely forgot Oliver Skip was at the club. Maybe we don't need another central midfielder. Because we've still got Barkley, we've still got Danny Ceballos who came in the summer. Maybe we don't need another player. But we're sending a message to Spurs. He played every game for Spurs last year. He's not going to be a starter for us. We're #Keverton. Right, come on, debut boy. On you come. Pino left-footed or right-footed? I can never remember. He's right-footed, so we want him on the left. So he can come on for a Charlison. Pedro Gonçalves is having a slow start to his career here. Skip's a ball-winning midfielder, isn't he? Yeah, so if we swap those two over and make him the ball-winning midfielder, he can be the playmaker. And we'll do that. What a set of substitutions to be able to make with 20 minutes to go. Watford are pooping their pants at those changes we've just been able to make. Solidify the midfield a little bit more and bring on 2 real attacking threats as well. Beautiful. Oh, I like this team. I like this team very, very much a lot. That's a big miss. Probably don't need Uar. I just like saying his name. Uar. Uar. I want to sign him for that basis. The thing I like about Uar is that he can play attacking midfield, central midfield, left wing. Nice versatility from him. So he'll get games just on the basis that he can play in a lot of positions. Similar to Fornals. We don't really have a Fornals level versatile player. There you go, on his debut. Victor Osimhen. Boom. This guy is impressive. What's going on in the other games? So Jack is Zealand is beating Jack. I didn't see what's going on in Ben's game. I think we play Jack next. By the sounds of it, we're having an early finish because of his poorly head. So probably won't be playing Jack tonight. That'll be first up on next week's stream. Oh, dear me. Stop sneezing. Ben's 2-0 up. Okay. Oh, we keep some lovely possession. This guy is going to score a lot of goals this year. Oh, we might have to find a 2-striker system. Should we bring out the diamond? Skip can sit at the base of it. Oh, we've got so many options in this squad. I love it. Love my squad. Right, what's going on in these other matches? How far in are they? Still in the first half. Of course they are. Ben's nearly done. Let's get the where's the squad stream? Why are we watching in 360p? What is that all about? What's up with his face? Zealand's got a lot of mouth on him there. My word. Much a more reserved headache, Jack. I mean, what is this team? He's had the same. We all started with the same amount of money. What have these lot been up to for the last 2 seasons? How have they ended up with such rubbish teams compared to mine? I don't understand it. It makes no sense. I think Jack's actually muted up because Zealand was shouting too much. Which is fair. Yeah, we've been training the diamond since the very start of the save. So if we ever need to switch to the diamond, it's there as an option. We've also got a 4-3-3 we've been training for 2 years as well. So we actually finally have the squad that we can switch to different systems now. Let's hear what Jack's got to say. That sounds like Zealand still. There we go. They're talking on each other's streams, apparently. Now you can outpause Zealand by just switching systems a lot. Yeah, definitely. That will amuse me. Oh, football goal. Oh. Have a watch of Ben's strikerless. Is he actually doing strikerless? But he's got so many strikers in his squad. What is he doing with Adeyemi? Playing him on the wing? I need to unsettle him. I'd quite like Adeyemi. I grew accustomed to Adeyemi at Real Madrid. Can't hear him talking. Well, that was weird. Right, still 2-0. Not 3-2, 2-0. There you go. There's the man I scouted for him. What a scout I am. Jack has got quite a few of the Wonder Kids off of his own Wonder Kids lists, hasn't he? They're just not ready to be world beaters yet, I don't think. But I guess Soleil, De Ketelier, Almada. I mean, those 3. Camavinga. 4. Rafinha's good. Jack's got a decent side. Zealand just baffles me. I don't know what he's doing. It's designed to put a quick striker in the CM role and the defence can't pick up the run. Interesting. Let's watch Jack. Let's watch Ben watch Zealand. Do a football goal. Is Zealand wearing an Ajax shirt? He is wearing an Ajax shirt. Interesting. Me and Ben straight out of the fuller figured wardrobe with the plain black t-shirts. We know what we're doing. This isn't our first rodeos.
Oh, you're done. Okay, everybody's done then.
Done.
All right, cool.
We're all done. Easy mode.
That's a tweet, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Oh god, there's lots of tweets being banked up.
Oh yeah, I'm holding on to mine for now.
I know.
All right, they have
Oh, yeah,
time
there you go.
limits on them, boys and girls.
Yeah, a month for ages. You just got to bring it out when people least expect it. I think I've got one for Jack, actually. That's it.
I've lost track. I think I've got one for Kevin.
You do?
I also have one for you.
Ah.
So I've already, as I already told you, the moment you tweet mine, your tweet is going to be, I just did Kev's network tweet.
Oh, that's, you know what? I'm okay with that.
It's so good.
That's when Jack
And
does
you've only
15
got 3
tweets
days
after
left to do it for a month.
Oh,
Ooh.
fudge. Right, well, I'll get working on that.
So keep your eyes out for the next 3 days, boys and girls.
Are we good to wrap things up there? I am feeling a little bit better after the ibuprofen, but I'm still just feeling a bit groggy.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not great on stream.
That's cool.
Can we call you the Grogosaurus?
Everyone else won.
Well, I mean, not everybody could win because we did have to play each other. But could we just start the?
I was trying to complete one last big signing. Very sad.
Well, you've got a whole week to think about it. Actually, are you around next week?
Yeah, next week. Yep. And then
How
it's the
are
week
you?
after. Week after I'm on holiday.
Okay, mate. All right, GG's, boys.
All right, top stuff,
GG's.
chaps.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Big old G's.
And there we have it, boys and girls. There we have it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We're going to win the Premier League. I do not doubt it. We will be back next week for more network game shenanigans. I will see you there. But for now, don't forget to come back tomorrow afternoon for Leamington, because we're going to win the league there as well. We've got lots of leagues to win over the next week or so. It's going to be lots of fun. Oh, I should save it. That's a very good shout. Save the game. Good call. We don't want to sit through that again. Oh. See you next week, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. Toodle pip. I'm waving. Goodbye.